walk these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead embraces. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me.
up, everybody? Monday style coming at ya live. And we are here, 1:42 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh, what a day I've had already. Trying to fix the problem for all of you. But unfortunately, we didn't get to the bottom of the problem, but we'll figure it out. No one fucking knows what's going on. Oh, trust me, I was pissed. I was yelling at that AI customer service person. The AI was trembling, right? I was using some very pointed language. And and they did not like it. Very scared. So hopefully it works for now. We're going 5,000 kilobits per second. We're doing not as fast as possible in the upload. Hopefully it's fine. We'll see what happens. If it fucks up, then it fucks up. Then what we gonna do? I got a new router installed. That didn't do anything, but hey, I got a new router for free. I guess that's something. But that wasn't even the problem. And they don't even know. I'm pissed. How come, because I had to go to the store to pick it up. And, once you get into that store, internet service providers, phone providers, everyone's pissed. That seems like the worst job ever, right? Because everyone's pissed about something not happening right. Something not going correctly. But, I also think, have we ever not thought of, the scope in which these companies have to operate? They are trying to give us internet for millions of people out there, and it's kind of hard. But these customer service reps keep getting yelled at. It's not their fault, you know what I mean? But anyways, we'll see. So thanks so much to Super Scuffer, who was willing to reschedule his appearance for this week. It might be Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll see. Tomorrow will be Misery Merchant in the house, and we're going to get our military appreciation stream going. He's going to tell us his tales of being in the military on the front lines, as Dio says. And we can also talk about his song for the finals, all that stuff. That'll be tomorrow. And Super Scuffer will come later in the week, but we'll see. Actually, I don't think it's both merchants. I think it's only the male merchant, I believe. But I'm not sure. It could be both. Who knows? I'll take as many merchants as I can get, as they say. Big ups to Mr. Extravagant, who says, I have faith this is going to be the biggest WALT stream ever. I hope so. We're on the way. I've only dropped 261 frames so far. That's nothing. That's a blink of an eye, right? So that's no problems. We're going so good so far, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Big ups Fictitious. What a king. Paula Burrow, what a king. Cockamoga, what a king. The cock and a walk, baby. Come on. Okay, but I got a poll. And the poll is, how many of the following will we hear? Pattern, the sky is falling, worried, and nervous. How many of those four will we hear today? Okay? A lot of people are guessing all four, but we'll find out, okay? Could be, you never know. But why do I have that poll? Why is the poll so negative and expecting of words like this? Well, let's get to it. Yesterday was pretty fun, if you know what I'm saying. So let's get to it. Iwamoto in the house says, here's a little something for the One Piece Lego collection. Chew deserves it. Also taking bets for donation drought length. Donation drought, not hitting the goal. You know how it goes in this world. Some dent's going to feel bad and donate at some point. It never goes that long, you know what I mean? So... But big ups Iwamoto for the Lego collection One Piece. Bayzino says, hey LT, is this more fun than the summer of 69? The song or the actual summer of 69? Because they were both great. A lot of memories. I got laid to both of those things. Both the time period and the song. Okay? So I don't even know what you're talking about, Bayzino. It depends. Okay, enough nonsense. Okay, let's get to it. So let's start with, we got time for both, I feel. He's not in the chat or anything. So let's do first the Blueprints freak out. Okay, we're going to watch the intro the first time too, obviously. Go ahead. Take it away, Mimology.
I want you to understand something.
Oh, please.
This literally is a situation where I'm in dire financial straits, and if this stands where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever did before, starting now, I'm going to lose my house.
No.
I'm going to have all my shit reclaimed. Credit card bills are going to go default. I'm probably going to have to declare bankruptcy.
What?
I'm going to lose everything.
Aw. So I haven't seen anything from yesterday.
Okay, everybody.
Outside of the tweets.
I'm back. It's time for...
outside of the stream we watched last night, of course. But I didn't see the daily wrap yet, so it should be
on
fun.
90 more minutes of the Lies of P DLC here on the stream today. So, it's just funny, and here's what I want to say, all right?
Go ahead,
so today
go
I
ahead.
went into it on stream thinking, I got a lot of good stuff going on today's podcast, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention anything about goals or income or nothing. We're just going to go right into it, and we did. And we had all this stuff to talk about, right? Think about it. We talked about the Switch 2. We talked about the new steering wheel that I got for Truck Sim. We talked
Seems
about
good.
all these games, game trailers, everything. By the end of the show, the podcast, I made around 40-some bucks or whatever, and then I mentioned to everyone, hey, just so you know,
Who's saying that? Who the hell's this? Look, it's money. Money's talking. Hey, money, there's money over here.
Hey, what about me?
I don't know. How do I get you? I want this money. I don't know how to get it.
Somebody get me!
Oh, I want money. I need money.
we got this goal this week. We want to hit the goals. Please support the stream. And then I started playing Lies of P. And
Okay,
that was,
sounds good.
Jeez, hour and a half ago. And I've gotten 0 since then. 0. And the thing is, I haven't mentioned it until right now, like until I went on this break. I purposefully said if I say nothing,
social experiments are back. Hell yeah.
I wonder what'll happen.
Us people with intelligent brains, brains that work, that are
How Unk be feeling after testing those trash ass experiments, Unk. I think we definitely have Memoji to thank for the Unk. He's the first one that did it.
Changed properly. So when people say dumb stuff like, you're e-begging
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
ask for contributions, yes, I do. Because when I do, people say, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm watching a stream. I'm getting good content. I
Well,
want
they
to
should
support
admit it.
that. And then they do. If I don't bring it up, I don't get support. You get it? Like, that's my model. I think what it is, a lot of people forget. This is not a paid-for model. I don't have a sponsorship. I don't have a partnership. I'm not making tons of money on, a paid product placement. I'm not getting paid to play Lies of P. I'm not some giant streamer with 10,000 views so that every video I put out, I'm
So
making
therefore you have to beg, though?
money. No,
Okay.
I make my living on these streams, 100%. So
Okay.
I have to, on the stream, say, hey, please support the stream, because here we are. We got about an hour and 20 minutes left on the stream, and we've been at $44 since the podcast ended almost 2 hours ago, because I didn't say anything. And I'm going to repeat that, because I didn't say anything.
So this is trying to debunk the e-begging thing again. Like people say I e-beg, but it's because I have to, guys. I have no other option, obviously.
If I had said, hey, please support the stream, let's hit the goal, let's get motivated, we would have. Right now, guys, let's get our first sub on Kick. We haven't had one. Take a look. We haven't had a sub on Kick. We haven't had a membership. What we had this morning was a few super chats and a few tips, and that's it. Let's
That's
get
a
our
good
first
point.
sub on Kick right now.
Imagine someone telling you, like, you guys are pretty fucking dumb, so I have to remind you guys about support. So it's just, you guys are, let's be real, you guys are kind of on the slower side, and you don't remember things. So that's why I have to e-beg you guys so much. So just please understand. Thank you.
Now, who on Kick is going to support this stream? You've been sitting here watching all morning. So now, sub. Send a sub. Get some support.
No.
All right? How about a membership on YouTube? All right? Anyone who's enjoying the gameplay, please support it. I can't continue to operate with a $40 stream of a major new release. I just can't.
Well, guess what? If I can't file my taxes, I can't pay my taxes, I go to jail, and I can't stream. So if you don't see the benefit of avoiding that, again, I can't help you. You're an idiot. If you're that dumb, I can't help you. I mean, really, if you're really that fucking brain dead stupid.
I paid $60 for this game because I had to rebuy the base game and the DLC.
We're still going.
All right?
Still
so
going.
please support the stream that you're watching and enjoying, and let's hit some goals. I want to do this DSP Tries It this week. You guys voted. You want to see me do this T-Pain Munchies meal. Let's get some support going. I just spent over $300 on this wheel right here.
You have done that yourself.
Whose idea was that?
And this joystick is this shifter. Oh, it's not even capturing. Yeah, it won't
Whose idea was that?
capture. For fun, Truck Sim stream. All right? Please support this one. Please, let's get something. Let's get some support right now. I don't care if it's a super chat, a tip, a membership, or a sub. Let's get a piece of support right now from somewhere.
Piece of support.
I mean, right now, how many viewers do we actually have over on Kick? 81. Out of everyone sitting there on Kick, someone support the stream. Seriously.
Please.
One person out of 81 to support the stream in some way. No, you see, here's the dumb fucking thing. Oh, he's big, Guys, did you not hear what I said? I guess you're fucking...
Did you not hear what I said? I justified that 2 minutes ago. You didn't hear that part? I don't give a shit if you don't agree with it. I justified it already. Got it? Dumb bitch. I already justified that part.
Fucking deaf. Literally.
Oh, wow. You fucking deaf. Damn.
Fucking thing. Oh, he's big. Guys, did you not hear what I said? I guess you're fucking deaf.
Whoa.
Literally, if I don't ask for support, I don't get it. Because people are reminded when I ask for it, I say, oh yeah, I'm watching a good stream. I want to support that good stream. Let me support it. And then they do. If I don't say something, I get nothing. Look, I said nothing the whole podcast. I said it at the very end of the podcast. I played over an hour of this game, said nothing. And now here we go, coming back from a break, no contributions.
What does that tell you? What is it? Yeah, how are these experiments working right now? I can't tell what the variables are. Wallyap says too. He said he didn't bake in pre-stream, made 45, then didn't bake in-game and made 0. How do these conflicting experiments prove anything? I don't know. I don't know what the variables are. We have to have some kind of constants here. What the fuck? Valedictorian should know about the scientific process. Come on.
Do you see the pattern?
And then he asked, he begged his ass off this stream and didn't hit it. Now what? Huh?
Pattern. A break, no contributions. Do you see the pattern? Pattern.
Every hit's a pattern.
Pattern.
Every single hit's a pattern. Very cool.
Pattern.
Scientific
Do you
method,
remember that
excuse
day
me. Yeah.
when I said absolutely nothing at all the entire stream and I got like $20? You remember that, right? So let's get some support. All right, let's continue now with the game.
The thing I remember about the scientific process the most, or scientific method the most, is when you're supposed to smell stuff by like using your hand to push the air towards your nose. Like, you never do that. Like, who's doing that, right? Like, you just smelled it. But I know you're not supposed to. But I do remember that teaching very well. You're supposed to waft the air. I'm wafting. That's it. That's all I remember.
Please, someone support the stream. We got, like I said, about an hour, 20 minutes left to hit the goal. We can do it, but I need some people to actually come by and support the content they're watching. Okay? So, for the record,
please.
Today, thank you to everyone on YouTube and in tips supporting. 0 support from Kick. 0.
What?
No one on Kick supported at all in any way, neither for the podcast or...
Notably not part of the scientific method. That's one of the accessories they teach you while they're teaching you the scientific method. That's the best.
Or
I was educated not in the South, sir. I was educated in Maryland.
This stream, or this gameplay. So, pretty lame. Will we get any support from Kick by the end of the stream so they're not an embarrassment?
Huh?
See who this is. All right, guys, last chance. Please support the stream. Let's get to $100 by the end of the stream. Let's maybe come on Kick to hit it and make it happen, okay? Or a tip or a super chat, whatever it may be. Come on, let's hit $100 at least. If we can't hit the 150 goal, because we had no momentum at all when I started playing the game, let's at least...
All right, let's go to post-game crash out. Let's see.
Guys, the whole idea is to try to hit goals, and it seems like it's like a 50-50 chance that we even hit a goal now. I don't know what's going on. For how long we were doing super well. This game is great. People loved it Friday night. All of a sudden today, no one's supporting it. I don't get it. He's like, well, it's not me, because I'm the same guy I was Friday night when I was playing it. I haven't changed yet. All right? So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. Now, here's the bummer and the problem. Guess what we're doing tonight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably none of you are even going to attend this tonight, are you? It's 50-hour playthrough. I'm trying to get to the end of the game. I'm trying to finish it. We're at the very end of Act 2. I know probably almost no one's going to show up for this tonight. That's why I did it on a late stream, okay? So I hope you guys would come back, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, to tune in. And that sucks because it's such an outstanding game. It really is.
Okay.
But this is why I was hoping today it was like this first stream would be a slam dunk easy for support, because it's Liza P and a podcast, and the podcast was great. People loved the podcast, but I guess not. So I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But hopefully people will show up tonight and support if they can, but who knows? I just got a 50 mad super chat from Doctopus. Thank you for a $5.47 super chat.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
With that, at least we hit halfway to the goal. Thank you for that, okay? But I hope that I will see you all tonight for Claire Obscure, and I hope that you'll come by and support if you can, okay?
We go to the night.
Let's see how all of this goes. But with everything I just mentioned, does it sound like we're going to hit 3 goals between tonight, tomorrow's Blueprint stream, the trucking stream, and then mine's I don't think we're gonna hit 3 goals. So now it looks like everything's screwed up again. Because well, to be honest, we didn't buy food for Tuesday.
This is the wild part. We didn't buy food for Tuesday. So therefore, I need more money now because we did not buy food for Tuesday. Like, that tells you a lot, okay? So first off, he's just using it as a begging tool. But I think he's not lying because they really schedule out meals like that. I know it sounds insane. I know some people do that. But, like, they really have a schedule, and there is no changing from that schedule. No change off from that schedule. And he was off Saturday, so the night before. But we know he's showing the freezer. He shows how much crazy stuff is in there. He wouldn't be hungry for a month, probably. With all that shit in that freezer. Remember, the freezer was so full of stuff that we couldn't even put an 8-inch cake in there? But we have no food for Tuesday. That is wild. That is fucking wild. Big ups, Lotion Me Up. Says, oh yeah, I'm watching a good stream. I'll support. Oh, you remembered it yourself. I didn't have to say it. You must be a smart one. You must be valedictorian. Logan K says, clarification, he did not buy Lies of P. He bought it at no extra charge Game Pass the first time. Lying about everything, even if it's provable. I mean, you know how he is. You don't know what's what when he talks. Vike says he is literally Joseph Gautgel with his dents. Joseph Gautgel. So I don't speak scammer. So this must be one of those kind of... Is this a fellow scammer or scalper maybe that's like you? Or I'm not sure who that is, Vikes. Copeside Phil says, another board meeting today. He's so desperate. He knows the hype is dead. He can't even get $600 for a new console from the dents anymore. Yeah, it should be fun. Today should be fun. I'm so glad we got at least... So far, the internet's holding out. So I am hoping that we can see the fun today come out. But he also might have been feverishly messaging all the people in the Discord, you know what I'm saying? To make sure today is successful so the trolls don't get a W. Papa Polecat in the house says, wait, I forgot I was enjoying this. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, thank you. You got it too. You don't need... Someone had to remind you? Free Ice Cream says, just reminding y'all to send some cash to my Venmo. Thanks for reminding everybody. No, I'm not a history buff. No. But what did Mangel do? Let's see. Joseph Mangel. A classic violinist named Joseph Gingold. That's not it. Joseph... Let's see what he did. Joseph Mangel was what? Let's see. Well, ChatGPT will tell me the truth. 100%. Don't worry. Oh, interesting. He was born in Germany, and he held doctorates in medicine and anthropology. Interesting. Oh, he joined a certain political group, and he did some tests. Okay, well, he was some kind of scientist or something. Interesting. Well, looks like he tried different things. Ha. Okay, I'm stopping there. 20 Flyers 18 says, what does Bossman think of Phil's support status? Oh, let's check. Let's check what old Bossman thinks about this situation, okay? Ready? Let's check. Son of a bitch! Random Bossman was sad today. He likes more support. Big go on, Bossman. All right, let's go.
So... we were expecting that we were going to hit 3 goals by then, and now here we are. It's like, wow, I never expected I wasn't going to hit a goal earlier today for Lies of P. 100%. I thought we were going to hit that goal for Lies of P.
Definitely.
I never would have suspected the answer would be no if you asked me that. So I don't know. It's crazy. Like, we hit 45, almost $50 of support on the podcast. I started playing Lies of P. We played for 2 hours. Not a single contribution came in, and I'm like,
what do you like?
I thought you guys liked this game. Let's get some support right now. Someone, come on. Let's get our first sub of the day on K. For God's sakes. For all that's holy. For all the love
for all that's holy.
The planet Earth. Everyone now, I want you to do something for me.
Oh, yeah, we have to watch this. The cringe is too great.
I want you to raise your hands up and start gathering your spirit energies. Gather your spirit energies. All right? Now I want you to take those spirit energy hands, and I want you to put them into your pockets and pull out your wallet and donate a sub on K. For God's sakes. Get one sub on
Like,
Kick
does he know he's on camera for these, you know?
right now. So at least we can say, hey, Kick got some support today. There was a single piece of support today on Kick. Let's get one sub. That's all I ask. A singular sub on Kick tonight. Let's do it. Come on.
Wow, that's a far cry than where it used to be, huh? Can I just get a singular sub on Kick? Just one, please.
Like I said, YouTube was good. YouTube, we had a bunch of super chats, a bunch of tips. You know, there was a bunch of people watching.
We need
so I would
just
expect
one.
you, YouTube, I can't complain. It was pretty good. I couldn't believe zero contributions, right? Look at that. What a shocking surprise that someone on YouTube supported the stream first before Kick. I mean, I'm just so blown away and amazed at that. You know, never would have expected that or anything.
Good joke.
There must be a sub right now on Kick because we did not get a sub earlier today. As you can see, look at that leaderboard at the top of your screen right now.
Yeah.
Do you see how empty that leaderboard is? Do you see it? Do you see what it says? It says, gift one sub to take first place for the week.
And that's fucking sad and pathetic. It really is.
Let's get one sub right now on
Oh
Kick.
my God, we're still going?
Right now to start the night.
Forgot
Let's
how
do
long
it.
this goes.
That'll be a good way to start the stream.
Still
We'll boot up Claire
going.
Obscure. We'll get through Act 2. We'll sit here and watch an hour of movies. Then we'll try to get into Act 3. Hopefully make some progress. But let's get one sub right now. Who's going to do it? Who's going to start it? All right, I guess we're going to get started. I guess we're not going to get any support again tonight from Kick. I guess not. I guess it's just inevitable now. We just expect no one on Kick cares.
Yep, it's
You'll
inevitable.
all sit there, all 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 of you. And you'll
Okay.
just sit there and you'll take and you'll take and you'll take. You won't give, you'll just take. I understand how it is. All right.
He takes and takes and takes and takes and takes. It's not just the audience. It's his family. It's his parents that he takes.
Uh-huh.
I want to say thanks for a good night stream. Sadly, we didn't even get
Oh.
halfway to the goal again. I mean,
What?
this is bad now. Now we're not even hitting, between the two streams, we're not even hitting a goal. You know? I don't know what's going to happen at this point. What happened? You tell me.
What do you want
Oh,
him to
Jesus
say?
Christ, it fucking scared me. That legit.
There you go. Job application. Nice cut.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it fucking scared me. That legit scared me. This year, we've had crazy momentum, crazy support. Everything's been great. That's why I've been able to buy stuff like wheels and crazy upgrades, and we got controllers and all this stuff. And all of a sudden now this week, you tell me what happened. I have no clue. Nothing's changed. It's not even like attendance is down or anything. So I don't know, right? I don't know what else to say. You know, it is frustrating. You know, I'm working as hard. I'm not changing things. It's not like, oh, guess what, guys? I'm gonna cheap out and do half work and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Very normal thing to say. All right, guys, now I'm cheaping out and doing half work.
Oh, guess what, guys? I'm gonna cheap out and do half work and stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can come back tomorrow, all right, and go from there. Hopefully we will hit some goals, because right now we're still at 7 of 10. I was intending to do DSP Tries It on Tuesday. Right now, we're not hitting any goals at all, so we're not going to, okay? Sucks, but I don't know what to do about it. I can't change anything. Everyone's saying you banned your biggest donators. No, I banned the same person who had 10 sock accounts.
That's not true, though. You did ban one of them, but I don't know why he's so thinking about this Iron Chef Sakai like as socks now.
Who every once in a while would come by and do some gifted subs. That's not every donator. It's just fucking, you know who it was? Because I didn't know. It was Iron Chef Sakai again. I had no clue
Like who's
that those
doing
accounts
that?
were Iron Chef Sakai. And then people
Who
clued
knows
me in.
that?
They were like, yes, that was Iron Chef Sakai. He's trying to mess with you. He's trying to basically get you to, like the other day, he was trying to bait me into playing Mario Kart with people and stuff.
Yeah, he did
It
that.
was-
Well, that was It's a Me Ken. So he's saying It's a Me Ken is Iron Chef Sakai. How do you know that? Other than, you know, like just someone saying that in his Discord and he just taking it as fact, obviously.
He was lying, basically. He was full of crap. No, I didn't keep him around when I knew it was him. I banned him as soon as I found out. That's what I mean. I didn't know anything about that at all. But it's all these stupid idiots coming by and keep trying to derail and shit. That's the same situation as Tutankhamun, basically. A guy who
How many times he brought Tutankhamun up in the last week? He's just begging him to come back. Come on, Tutankhamun, please.
comes by and supports, but then all of a sudden now he
Please.
wants to do things. Oh, come and do we have to play this on this stream? And that? No, we don't. No, we don't have to do what you want specifically because you're one supporter or whatever. But it's not. He was not the only supporter. That's what I mean. Like, we've had some good streams and good weeks going on, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. So, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Me too, Mozzie. I can't keep up with the stock accounts either. That's the thing. I don't know who any of them are.
Why do you not try?
So I guarantee you that some of them come in and try to start.
How about you just don't try to?
Stuff with their donations and everything, but who knows who they are. I think that other guy, Zangief, was him too. I think that he had like 5 or 6 different accounts. And now, then you find out. And he tries to do toxic stuff. You ban him, and then now
Tutankamon would ask how, jump Philip, and he would ask Tut back how high. Whatever he wants, I'll do it for you, Tut. Because Tut was giving so much fucking money. It was like egregious how much money he was getting, and it's weird levels. He was giving him so much fucking subs. He had the most subs on anyone in Twitch. So obviously he was going to keep him around. I can't remember exactly how that ended, but it was him starting to ask for stuff a little bit too much, right?
He doesn't contribute anymore, but he was not the one person supporting. That's nonsense. Complete nonsense. There were tons of people who support me. Just because you believe that, because you believe the detractor idiots, you're wrong. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know if it's just bad luck this last week, because it could have been. It could have been every time I played Clear Obscure, every time I played Blueprints, we weren't hitting goals, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's also Liza P today. That I don't get. That I totally don't get. I thought we would hit it because we did it on Friday night, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I hope it's not something that continues, or else, I mean, here's the truth.
Oh,
it's not
please,
the end of the world.
please.
If we're not hitting goals frequently anymore, it's not the
This is good.
If we're not hitting goals frequently anymore,
yeah,
it's not the end of the world. It just means all of the special stuff that we were doing.
Like, for example, what special stuff?
Me doing events where I'm spending a lot of money, me being able to flexibility.
Hold on. He started the slideshow, my bad. Slideshow started. Go ahead.
To buy every game that we want at any moment, to buy peripherals, to do special things. It's just going to go back to how it was.
Yeah, but you already bought everything you could fucking need in the universe, so you don't really need anything else, right?
I don't want it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to have all these improvements and these flexibilities and things. The streams have been significantly better since I have the financial flexibility to do whatever I want. If you haven't noticed.
I have not noticed, except for the AI green screen that doesn't work and the loading screens for starting the gameplay, because you have to put on the condom, adjust the condom, adjust the filter, adjust the webcam location, turn off things. Like, what's better?
Being able to drop a game, but then get a new game on the fly, spend anything on any game, get any edition of any game. Tons of games we've played
turn off
in the last several months that normally I wouldn't have, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that it comes back and it continues, and it was just,
what?
Something different is going on, or it was just bad luck. Because there is bad luck, too.
Something different is going on.
Okay, it's a week where it was slow, but now we're starting a brand new week. There's new stuff. The first thing out of the gates, I'm playing a new game, and we only get halfway to a goal. And tonight, we couldn't even get halfway to a goal, All right. Well, guys, I got to get out of here.
All right. Now it is time for the daily wrap, which is supposed to be a great one. So let's get to it. Hold on. Philip is talking now. Isn't it? I knew the Switch. Someone Wrigley98 said, I knew the Switch 2 was going to be a bust. I had that feeling before the release. On one hand, I'm glad to see Nintendo suffer, but it's sad to see it affected Phil's business because it was so sad. What does he mean by Nintendo suffer? Because it was literally the highest selling release of a system ever, I thought I read somewhere or something. But okay, Nintendo is suffering, yes. Philip then responds with, it didn't affect my business. The vids did fine, and I'll use it for games over its life cycle. So I'm likely a rare case where it wasn't a waste. There you go. So it wasn't a waste for him, definitely. And yes, Philip said, the wage quit of Blueprints incoming, and Philip then responds to it by saying, likely yes. I've been warning about it for a month, dumb fucks. Did you not heed my warnings that this could be a wage quit situation right now? So you better keep that in mind. We're going to have some problems. Kinchi in the house says, best investment advice, if you have some extra money, is forget savings. Just buy steering wheels and pedals. Also, don't forget to buy the shifter. The shifter is key. You know that thing you use about 2% of the time you're playing a racing game, a truck racing game? It's not like we're doing real racing either. You definitely have to get that. That's essential. Brings the whole thing together. Copeside Phil says, the games always change, but the one thing that always stays the same is boring watching Phil play any game. And yes, that's the thing that he can't say that's the problem, though, so he's never going to say that. Like, you know, when you're looking for reasons something isn't going well, it's hard to say, well, I just can't do this thing so well. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing to admit. And it's not really something you can practice to get better at either, right? That's the crazy thing about streaming. It's like you kind of just, I think you can improve in some areas. But when you're starting at the starting point of DSP, it's like, where are you going to go, right? Father Time says, clarification, I'm wafting right now. Oh, who among us isn't wafting from time to time? Hell yeah. Dexon says, tip! Big ups, Dexon. From tip. Look, it's from tip. It's crazy. Jordan Fadeaway says, he bakes and he's gay. This has been my TED Talk. All right, well, that earns one. Here you go. This is for you.
That's gay.
There you go. You got it. BR Joe says, BR Joe has redeemed cyan highlighted messages sending moral support cake. Thank you, BR Joe, for the moral support. Okay, it is time. Daily rap time. I'll keep my eye on when he starts, too, but we should be able to get through this.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 8th of June, 2025, the start of another 6-day streaming week. In my opinion, a great day of content. I think
apparently not in your opinion, but in my opinion, it was very fun.
Everything I did today was great. Seriously. The podcast, the Lies of P over.
In my opinion, it was fun.
Temperature gameplay, and the Clear Upstairs Expedition 33 stream. Let's talk about how everything went, what we did, and then let's have a brief discussion about support, which will likely carry over to my other streams this week. Let's talk, okay? So, first off today, podcast, big return podcast, and I knew it would be because we had so much to talk about. First off, we talked about my final thoughts about the and all that stuff, all of the gaming events.
Oh, by the way, big ups everybody. I did save your poll from that day. We said, how much will Philip end up spending on his wheel? And 37% of you said 300 plus. So, if you said 300 plus, you're a winner. 37% of you win because he spent definitely more than $300 on everything. So, from the past, you won. You're a legend. 63% of you, get help. All right, let's go.
That had happened over the last several days. So, we held off on doing anything with all the trailers and all the best I've done in ages, jam-packed with content. I hope that you guys will check that out if you haven't yet. It was pretty entertaining, in my opinion. Okay.
Oh, again, now, in my opinion.
In regards to that.
In my opinion, just want to be clear. In my opinion, everybody. Speedy says, I like the Truck Simulator when Lemmy streamed 5 years ago. Well, that's because Lemmy's a good streamer that can just talk for a while and you're entertained. Lemmy is literally like the opposite of a DSP, right? Where you could just sit there and do nothing and talk and it's fine. He does actual interaction feeling, you know what I'm saying, streams? Actual interactive streams. It's just, he's like the literal opposite. Literally opposite.
Basically, after that ended, we switched over to start playing Lies of P.
I don't care.
So I started playing Lies of P, fighting off enemies, fighting the first boss of the DL segment, of the gameplay portion of the stream.
Okay, here we go.
Not a single contribution comes in. Zero. So now we have about an hour left.
Lemmy, sorry.
And I said to everyone, well, guys, this is the end of the stream. I'm going to keep going, but I don't really know what's going on. I played Lies of P on the late stream on Friday night. You guys loved it. You loved seeing me return to an ultra-difficult game and dying a lot, but then learning and overcoming. I have no clue what's going on right now, like what's happening. We had absolutely no support from Kick whatsoever. There were some super chats. There were some tips. Zero.
Oh, sorry, I got to interrupt. Philip said, I'm actually wondering about the pedals. Like, will they be comfortable to use without shoes? If that's your biggest problem in life, I think you're doing pretty well, sir. Will they be comfortable without shoes? He's going to buy trucker shoes, isn't he? He's gonna buy trucker shoes. Please say they sell trucker shoes on Amazon. Please. If there is trucker shoes, he's gonna buy them. Come on, please be trucker shoes. Trucker shoes. Do they exist? Oh, kind of not. They just have like lawn slip shoes. God damn it. I wish there was trucker shoes. He'd buy them if there was. You need trucker shoes. You can't forget that, Philip.
Zero support from the kick viewers. Okay? So I continued the stream. Actually fought a second very hard boss. Took me about a half an hour to beat. Got into the third area of the DLC and ran out of time. By the end of the stream, we had hit $75 of support. So we had done half of a goal. Now we're at 7 out of 10 goals. 3 more to go for DSP Tries It. The T-Pain Munchies meal at Jack in the Box that you guys voted for and said that you wanted. Okay? So now I'm like, okay, we're at 7 out of 10. We didn't hit one on the Lies of P stream.
Yeah?
This is bizarre.
Why
of course,
is
no one can give me any answers.
What kind of answers are you hoping for? You really want them to say, like, yeah, I don't have any money, man? I'm not really entertaining myself to the level where I want to give money, honestly. Like, you want people to say that? What do you want?
So I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it besides, oh, well, shrug and move on, right? Tonight on the late stream was Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Great stream. If you've enjoyed this playthrough up to now, this was the ultimate stream. Why?
Ultimate.
Multiple boss fights, multiple epic levels and stages, great graphics, great gameplay. End of Act 2. 1 hour of cutscenes.
What?
Game-changing things. You get a Picto that now allows you to deal more than 9,999 damage. His enemies, and it was tough.
Okay,
but I beat them.
Okay, he beat them. What a king.
So, we are now faced with the following. The next time I play Clear Obscure, want me to beat it. They're saying it right now. Like, we just want you to go and beat the story. That's it. So, we can literally do that. Like, I love this game, but I can't keep playing it when everyone keeps saying they're tired of the game. I will tell you this, tonight, it wasn't that bad. There was a decent amount of people on YouTube. I think it was between 150, 200.
Oh,
and
nice.
on Kick, we had a good attendance as well. And people were actually engaged. Like, people were actually talking, engaging, and liking the game. Support, well, here's the truth.
Here's the what else were you gonna say, sir? Why do you have to say here's the truth? What were you gonna say here? What? Paka Pasidi says, excuse me, sir. He said you can't reverse without the shifter. He said that? Like you can't play the game without the shifter? That'd be a good scam. Unfortunately, it's not true, but you can't shift without the shifter.
Actually talking, engaging, and liking the game. Support, well, here's the truth.
Oh, here's the truth.
Not a good support stream overall, but a good stream for Claire Obscure. We made like 60-something bucks. That's like double what we did last time. Because Claire Obscure has been doing awful. You know what I mean? Like every time I've played this game, it's been making like 20
positive
bucks.
Or negative?
So to get 60, I'm like, whoa, that's like 3 times as much, even though my goal is 150. We didn't even get close. Obviously, this is much better, okay? But here's the weird comparison here.
Oh, please.
Lies of P.
Yeah.
The brand new Soulsborne style. Very difficult. People loving the fact that it's kicking my ass, but I'm persevering and winning. This is the kind of game everyone wants. Everyone wants to see me play right away.
How do you know that?
$75. Clear Obscure. The 50-plus hour lengthy RPG that everyone's been complaining about for a month. Doesn't want me to play anymore. Makes almost as much.
Yeah.
And, you know, I will just say this.
So now he's literally saying the games make the money. You hear that? Yeah, so Liza P made me this much. That's an interesting way to put it.
Because some people say some interesting things at the end of the stream. They were like,
yeah, go ahead.
Well,
these are all true. Let's see who said these words. Oh, okay. We have Kick Support Not Real said this, and who else said stuff? High Tech Operative Real said this. All real opinions from real people that definitely aren't LARPers.
This is because you banned everyone who supports you.
Yeah.
That is a utter lie. I haven't banned everyone that supports me. You know who I banned? Iron Chef Sakai again. Because he's been coming back with these sock accounts, and I don't know it's him. And he comes back, and he doesn't say anything bad, and he doesn't derail the stream, so you don't know who he is, and he supports in a big way. And then, all of a sudden, again, he goes bipolar, because he is. He's a bipolar fucking shatterbrained weirdo, who one day he likes me and my content, and the next day I'm Satan.
That's gay.
And then he comes to the stream, he derails it, he insults me, he breaks every fucking rule. He tried to completely derailed my Mario Kart marathon a few days ago.
That was, again, It's a Meerkat, which some people say is him, but who the fuck knows?
And he got banned again.
But what I've seen about him is if he's in that, like, I don't know if he's still with Lex streams, but like you could just ask him. I don't think he'd be afraid of saying it, would he? Like, I know people were asking him before after he left, and he was always happy to answer questions.
Appropriately. He deserves to be banned.
But maybe he's trying to get away from the Iron Chef Sakai thing because I'm sure people bitch at him the whole time.
He's this fucking weirdo scumbag who tries to own content, much like Tutankhamun back in the day.
Oh my God!
Who was trying to say, hey, I'll support...
We're going to get Tutankhamun's counter now.
But you got to play Street Fighter and you got to do this. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? You don't dominate. You don't dictate what I do. You're a fucking weirdo. And I banned him too. It's the same situation here, okay? He's not the only person who's been supporting my content. By far.
Okay.
There's a lot of different people who've been supporting. No.
Oh, Iron Chef Sakai left Lex? Oh no. Where's he going now? Did he go to the path of aging game streamer or hot chick again? Which one did he choose, Iron Chef? Or did you path 1 or path 2?
Been supporting my content. By far. There's a lot of different people who've been supporting. Notably, he's probably one of the biggest supporters I've had on Kick.
Yes.
But he's not the biggest supporter overall. There's people who come by all the time and support my content. Hell, the person who did the ginormous tip a week and a half ago was not Iron Chef Sakai.
Yeah,
the funny part is, the detractors always say the dumbest shit like,
oh,
it's all only iced coffee. But then it was, it's all Iron Chef Sakai. Maybe Iron Chef Sakai is only iced coffee. No, it's not. You see what I mean? Like, these people are just fucking snapped and weird in the head. But they have this...
But yet you are thinking It's a Meerkat is only iced coffee is Iron Chef Sakai for reasons. You know? So it's the same fucking thing. Just speculating on who that person is means nothing. Both sides are doing the same exact shit.
Really bad misconception that only like 1 or 2 people support me. You're wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's hundreds. It's thousands. Okay? Just that not everyone can come by and do a giant contribution every day. So my question is...
Go ahead.
Since this year started... It's been great. Like, no exaggeration. I thought, especially with the whole Kino Casino thing blowing over, that things would dramatically slow down.
Blowing over? Don't you mean the plan came to its natural end after your 8 months of planning? This is weird, huh? Blown over? What?
And not be good, but they have been. They've continued. I've hit goals. We've got rewards. We've got marathons going. Everything. And as a result of that, as I've explained time and time again, that's why...
I can buy useless
I'm able
shit.
to buy shit like this to improve the streams. Normally, I never would have been able to get something like this on the fly and on a whim. But you guys said, hey, if you're going to do truck sim and it's really fun, buy a wheel, buy some pedals. And I'm like, all right, what is it, like $100? Oh, no, it's over $300. Well, I would have said no. Well, because you guys have been supporting in droves, look what I can get, right?
That seems stupid, though, doesn't it? You almost got it. You were shocked by the price, but then still said, fuck it, I'm buying it anyway? When you have this reaction to a price, that probably means you don't... It's not in your best interest to buy it. If this is your response to a price, guys, just letting you know, okay? So look, normal people, when they make this face... They say, shit, I can't buy it. What does Philip do after making this face? Oh, yeah, we're buying it. You ready? Here are the 2 paths. Okay, we're walking down the paths, okay? We come to a fork in the road, and we see a price of an item we want. We have 2 choices. Path 1, don't buy and be a little sad about it. How about this? Path 2, though. You can say, fuck it, and buy it anyway. What path will you choose? Third path is being sad. I don't know. There's no path 3 here. Pulling first.
Well, I would have said no. Well, because you guys have been supporting in droves, look what I can get, right?
Buy it and beg. Yeah, there you go.
You're being
buy it and then beg for it. Use it as a begging tool for at least 3 weeks. That's the best one. Father Time says his gay little twink table doesn't have a hope. I know. That little table is going to be interesting. If that's where he plans on putting that thing, it can barely hold up the mic. It's going to hold up that big wheel, that big manly wheel.
Absolutely dramatic improvements to the content. I got a Switch 2 and was able to cover it. Despite the fact I'm not going to get anything else out of it, I was able to afford it. I've been upgrading. I've been doing all this stuff. Games. We have been able to buy every game on a whim, on the fly, without exception.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a single time where I said, well, I just can't really afford that right now. Instead, it's just been buy, because I can do it, because you guys have been supporting me.
Okay.
So here's the thing. This year, the support's been outstanding. All of a sudden now, this past week has been like half my streams, I'm not hitting my goals.
So now
And when I say, well, what do you think's going on? Oh, it's because you banned all your supporters. No, I didn't. This was happening before Iron Chef Sakai got banned on Thursday or Friday.
Okay, so you're saying that's not the answer. What's another plausible answer then, Philip, if that one's not good enough for you?
And I don't know what's causing it. At first, the theory was, well, because you keep playing Claire Obscure and Blueprints,
The
right?
theory.
Well, guess what?
The theory was, like, we're talking about evolution here. Well, there was a theory out there that it was because I was playing Claire Obscure. Well, that theory was debunked in multiple papers.
Also is happening with Lies of P. Also, take a look at my Mario Kart stream, okay? Now.
Well, the common theory is...
Of course, people will say, well, look what happened during the Mario Kart stream, right? You had people who don't like you, who are doing a competing stream, who are basically taking audience away. No, they...
Who's that?
don't like you, who are doing a competing stream, who are basically taking audience away. No, they weren't. The people who are watching other competing streams are not competing. That's not my competition. Those are scumbag, toxic fuckwads. That people who watch my stuff positively are not also watching them. Do you understand?
Wrong.
What the? And I'm dead.
I was just waiting for an excuse to use that. Big ups to who made that. What a legend. They made that after Saturdays. This is how you don't play watching. We have that at our disposal now. I'll play it one more time. Ready? Just to give you an idea of it, even though there's no reason to push it right now. Here we go.
Wrong.
What the? And I'm dead.
Name the movie. Fuck off. Too busy getting laid when these movies came out. I know that's Arnold. After that, who the fuck knows?
There are
who cares?
Tweeners, people who like to jump from side to side. That's true. You want to know who that is? Iron Chef Sakai. He's the perfect example of that.
Okay.
But he's not all of my support. All right. So you can argue the last marathon I did was derailed by detractors. That's why I didn't do so good.
Okay.
But this last Mario Kart one, I'm stumped. This is brand new gameplay of a brand new game. Everyone wanted to see it. Everyone wanted to see it unboxed. Didn't.
Oh, God. This started, sadly.
Barely get more support than a normal day.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got
we'll play
multiple
the rest,
streams over the last week that we didn't hit the goal.
We'll play the rest, I promise.
Fun over. Time for the pre-stream.
Sucks. Big F's 20 Flowers 18. Phil suffers from chronic uniqueness. Only he has issues. Nothing bad ever happens to anyone else. Cat has to be just as bad as him to stay with him. He definitely does say... he definitely does act like all his problems are worse than any other human being's problems on Earth, which is a very narcissist thing to do, right? Yankson the Ninth says, did you delete earlier indoors? Re-up the Lord of the Rings one. No, that was on the storage channel. So, because it's copyright music, I think I had to do that. Does a link come up? If you search on that channel, it'll come up. There you go, right there. The WPIG storage.
Everyone, on today's show, guess what time it is? It's time to unbox some crazy driving accessories for my PC and to try to get them initially working. In reality, I don't know how easy or hard that's going to be. I've never used driving accessories at all in my entire life, even though I've played various driving games. This will be interesting to see how it all works. I actually wonder how it all works with all these USB ports and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
It should be fun to check it out, see how it feels.
That's what I'm interested in. How many USB ports we have available, sir? When last time we had to add an accessory is a big fucking deal then, too.
Maybe even mess around a little with it on the show today. So, it's going to be a good one. Sit back and relax. It is time, once again, for an exciting, fun, and chill episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Michael, it's your birthday today. No, my question is, those ports are not ones you can put in a hub. And he doesn't give a shit about hub or not hub. So does he have a hub ready? They're going to try to put those fucking things in? I don't think that fucking steering wheel is working with the hub. You know what I'm saying? That needs a direct line. Yona Hall says, him directly stating that ICS is not OIC means that ICS is OIC. Also, OIC is wailing out today. Too many detractor W's in a row. That could be. That very well could be. The Pasta Maker says, he has paddles on the wheel to shift. If he wants to really sim it, a 6-gear shifter ain't going to cut it. Needs to buy a truck sim knob. Please tip. Ooh. I have a truck sim knob as well. Please, it has a tip. as well. Young Beat says, can't hold up groceries the same way this week. Can't hold up groceries the same way this week. Can't hold up groceries the same way this week. Because he doesn't have money to hold up groceries? Young Beat 666, is that what you mean? Matt Ice says, ALT, you need to make a song with this rant, NSYNC style. With your help, I'm able to. Bye. That's Bob Starsky's. That is Bob Starsky's expertise, let's say. The wheel's independently powered, has its own power supply. Yeah, but I mean, like, is it still fine to be on a fucking hub? Oh, I got you. Big ups, Young Beat. That was it. Some shit still has to be direct, like my my audio interface thing. I'd had it on a hub before, and it would just, if I, any little touch of it would fuck it up. And then I hooked up directly, it's much more secure. But yeah. Okay, there you go. Into a hub, no problem.
Today is Monday, the 9th of June, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. If you're wondering why my eyes may look a little bit like perhaps I've been crying,
because I have, and I was drunk last night.
Well, it's because I'm crying with joy, tears of joy, that today we are unboxing this driving force shifter.
I was drunk as shit last night. That's why. And big ups to D, who said, keep doing what you're doing. D, you do what you're doing, brother. What a king.
G920 driving wheel.
G920.
And pedal
so
set.
Price on
and
that.
We'll be messing around with it and hooking it up and getting it working with my PC. All right, no, that's not why my eyes look like that.
I had a tough night last night.
So basically, this week has been incredibly hot here in Washington State. The temperatures have jumped huge. We went from low to mid 70s to high 80s summertime weather. Because of that, we put in all the air conditioners in the house, and we've had them full blast.
73 degrees Fahrenheit right now, 23 degrees Celsius, so not close to 80s.
And the air is very dry, and it's made my eyes burn pretty bad. So this morning I popped in some, lubricating eye drops, and now my eyes are like, looking like they're glassy and like I'm crying. I'm sorry about that. I know I'm very emotional.
What?
You guys complain all the time how I'm a sissy, and I just constantly am bursting into tears every stream, and I'm very sorry about that.
Who's saying this?
It's all part of the e-begging persona to constantly be crying about everything.
What the fuck is going on? What are we talking about? No, Foxy. Yeah, I'm in line for the daily crash out. I think we're all here for that, and we're off to a good start.
The e-begging bursting into tears every stream, and I'm very sorry about that. It's all part of the e-begging persona to constantly be crying about everything. So anyway, that's what's going on with that, if you're wondering. So welcome to the show. I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you're ready for a chill day. What's on the agenda for today? Well, as I've already stated, the main focus is the unboxing and messing around with these accessories and peripherals. I've never had this stuff before. I've played driving games a lot. My first driving game ever was Pole Position back on the Atari 7800.
What's your favorite pole position?
But I've played games like Outrun and Outrunners in the arcades, Need for Speed, Cruising USA, stuff like that.
Daytona.
On consoles, at home, Mario Kart has always been a staple for me. But I've never been a big driving.
No, it hasn't. Your knowledge of that shows us that it's not a staple for you in any timeline. What did he just say? It was a staple in my household?
Consoles, at home, Mario, stuff like that. On consoles, at home, Mario Kart has always been a staple for me. But I've never been a big driving guy. I don't really care about cars. I'm not a car aficionado. I had friends that were like that were into all, driving and racing, and they had cars that they would put the exhaust and systems on and the lights and the fucking all that bullshit. I was never into that stuff. Now, as a creator, okay, I've played various driving games over the years. As you know, various Need for Speeds.
As a creator, you're talking about games you played on stream. Creator.
It's been a staple, but every once in a while, I jump into a game like Forza Horizon or something like
creator.
that. And I've never had a peripheral like this, ever, to do the driving and stuff. So this will be pretty neat, I feel, to have this stuff. By the way, I have the wrong animations. I just realized that's not the podcast animations. This will be neat to mess with this today. I'm curious, how realistic does it look? The wheel apparently has leather on it. I never thought that. I thought it would be like cheap plastic, but apparently the quality is quite good with the build of these things. So we'll mess with it today. Someone said, why don't you play Blueprints today with the wheel? And I was like, oh, that's just, wait a minute. We probably could. Because Blueprints, all you need in Blueprints, think about it.
Yeah,
you need one thing to walk forward, which could maybe be the pedal, right? You turn with the wheel. You could use the wheel to turn your direction. You need one button to click and select. You need one button to open your map. You know, like you only need like 4 buttons. So we could probably play Blueprints with the wheel if we mapped it properly. It would actually work.
Look, he thinks that he's like discovered a new idea, by the way, that no one else has ever done. Like, oh my God, guys, get this. I'll play a game that's not made for having a wheel with a wheel. Oh, can you guys believe it? This is a new revolutionary idea. No one's done this before, okay?
I don't know if we're going to do that. Maybe we will. But it could be a funny final Blueprint stream today or whatever. Speaking of Blueprints, I just said final Blueprint. So you might say, wait, what?
Yeah, wait,
Well, today is the do or die stream for Blueprints. As you know, we have been playing Blueprints for over 2 months. That's right. That's how long this game has been in my rotation. If you actually take a look back at the playlist, okay, part 1 of Blueprints is over 2 months ago, I believe.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I took it off my main page, so now I can't see it. But this playthrough has been going on and on and on for a very long time. Here, let's see. Here's part 1.
We still have not heard any of the 4 words yet, by the way.
April 10th. So no lie, 1 day short of 2 months, okay? This playthrough is over 50 hours. And at this point, you know, people are like, dude, you're playing it so long, but is it ever going to end? What's the ending of the game? And the answer is, I don't know. The game seems to never end. Like, it just endlessly continues with more mysteries, more puzzles to solve.
Remember, this is what that guy with that biggest, longest shit comment said on his videos about how, you've played like this many hours, but it's taken you this much real time, right? You've been playing this game for 2 fucking months. That's a negative. But remember, Philip took it as a positive and said, yeah, I played a lot. Whoa, that's way more than I thought. Pretty cool.
And I really don't know, like, what is the next big thing? Am I supposed to break down the wall in the chess puzzle room? Or am I supposed to solve the laser candle puzzle in the crypt / mausoleum or whatever it's called, catacombs? Am I supposed to open all of the 8 doors in the hidden on game? Just keep to do. Or has completely attendance and support has completely fallen off for this game. Most people, when I play this game, complain and say, why are you still playing this game? You should be doing other things. There's tons of other games we want more of, and instead you just keep playing more Blueprints. And I'm like, well, I like the game. I do. I really like the game. It's unique. It's absolutely one of my favorite games of the year and probably my favorite puzzle game of all time. It'd be a shame to drop it, but I have to understand something. I
have to understand something?
It'd be a shame to drop it, but I have to understand something.
I have to understand
something. I am a public streamer, and I'm making content for an audience. This is not me just making content for me. If it was, I'd probably be playing a lot more games that people don't care about. For example, Metaphor. Last year, I very much wanted to play, but no one liked it. So I decided not to buy it and play it.
Remember, we're so successful now we can do wage quits, guys.
Sucked because I know it was probably one of the better games or best games of the year, and I didn't get to it. But what are you going to do? That's kind of the double-edged sword of being a content creator is you've got to find the content your audience wants. And at this point, 2 months into Blueprints, 50 hours in, it's not doing well. Every time I play it, we get lower attendance. We get almost non-existent support. Sometimes that's not the case, but last time I played Blueprints, yikes, it did not do well at all.
One guy.
We made $30.
Okay, easy there, Jasper. Almost a bad jump.
Last time I played Blueprints, yikes.
Whoa,
it
hold
did
on.
not do well at all. I think we made $30.
But remember, he has no front claws, so it happens, you know. He has a handicap. Don't forget that. Not his fault.
Yeah, I can't have streams like that, okay? So today we're going to see how Blueprints does. It's
Not
basically the final stream, the do or die stream. Now, very much here how it's going to work, okay?
Oh, please.
If people stick around and do engage in support with Blueprints today, I will keep it in the rotation just occasionally. I'll do it maybe once a week moving forward,
You know what
just to keep
picture
it in
it
there
is?
so we can keep making progress, okay? But if Blueprints does horribly again today, then that's going to be it, all right? And, I hope you understand. If you don't, I'm sorry. I tried my best for like a month. I've been trying to rally support and get people to care about this game. They sadly really don't. It is a small audience, and I'm one of the small audience. I like the game a ton. I want to keep doing it, but I got to do stuff people want. All right.
Okay.
So let's see how Blueprints goes. How do you think Blueprints will do today, Jasper?
Fuck off.
Let's see how Blueprints does today. It is really the do or die stream. Maybe playing it with the wheel will get some support. Maybe, I mean, it would be pretty funny to mess with the wheel, but I don't think we'd play the entire stream like that. I'd like to see if we could get it to work, though. That'd be pretty funny. Anyway, so that's the first stream. Now, tonight, seems like it's going to be a hype stream. We will be using the wheel, the pedal, and the shift for American Truck Simulator tonight. People have wanted this ever since I started the game a month and a half ago. They said, will you get like a pedal and accessory and stuff?
It was a suggestion that you didn't have to take, but you gladly spent over $300 on it.
To use for it. And I said, well, we'll see how the streams do. And if you remember, the agreement was that if we hit support goals playing American Truck Simulator, that I would get it. And I'm true to my word. I spent almost $300. Well, actually, it was over $350 after tax on this setup.
There you go.
So I hope that it works. I hope that you guys enjoy it. The way it should work is it'll be right here attached to my table.
That's not gonna work.
So on camera, you should be able to see me driving with the wheel just like this. Like it should be like right here. So it should be right on camera. I mean, obviously you can't see the pedals and the
It's gonna look pretty cool.
shift will be down here, but you'll be able to see me kind of holding the wheel on camera, which could be kind of interesting.
I'm a gamer.
How's that going to work? I don't know. We have to find out, right? We have to figure that out. So
That's what we're doing today, by the way. Iwamoto, oh yeah, you're right. Too late now, though, but poll should be, how often does he show the wheel? I think we're up to 2, right? 2 or 3.
let's see. I'm also curious with the background removal tool and such, is it going to work with the wheel or not? Because it might just remove the wheel, in which case then I got to turn off all the background tools and stuff.
Oh,
Okay, what can I do? So, let's see how it goes. But I'm excited for today. Today should be a good streaming day. It should. All right. Now, following up on yesterday,
Oh.
bunch of Mario Kart World would be that's more of the same groundbreaking entry in Mario Kart, and it's all scammed because we were currently is a humongous ripoff. Anyone who bought it basically got fooled and scammed because we were all told that Mario Kart World would be this brand new groundbreaking entry in Mario Kart, and it's a lie. It's literally a bait and switch. It's more of the same, no added content at all, and therefore there's nothing to do on the Switch 2 besides play old games right now.
Except for the amazing amount of other courses they gave you and the other game ways to play, sir. But okay, definitely. If you're wondering why he has this take, he did make a new video because he saw the views from his other one getting I think he got 3,000 views on one of them. So he dropped another one of those videos shitting on Mario Kart, and it's this. It's yeah, he had 3,000 views on the "Is Mario Kart World worth the wait?" So he quickly made this one 11 hours ago, and there you go. It's a ripoff. Here's why. And the comments are some normies in there, but yeah, and there's a lot of people saying calling him out for how he played the game, all his shit, that stuff.
Okay. So I made a special broken out highlight of this.
Yeah.
It's about 15 minutes of me talking about Switch 2 yesterday. The video has done very well. The highlight has over 3,000 views and climbing.
Told ya.
It's got over 100 likes and climbing. It's doing pretty good. I mean, I'm very happy that in the fall I decided to start doing highlights, because when I just would talk about stuff on my podcast, it really wouldn't get the attention it deserved. But now when I break out these highlights and I make them individual videos and then I promote them on X and on my channel, they actually do better. So I'm hoping that obviously that video...
No, it's all about the subject, because he's done a lot of these and they don't all do well. It depends on if there's something that literally everyone on the internet is searching for at the time, like Mario Kart World. So
we'll do much better. I mean, we're 12 hours is 3,000 views. It's probably going to get a good amount of views, and I'm happy for that. Okay? It means, you got to understand that all the trouble I went through to get to Switch 2 was necessary being a creator, but obviously I'd like to get content out of it, and only having one day of content is kind of underwhelming. It was launch day, and then I did one other stream of multiplayer, and there's literally nothing left to do on it besides just the same repetitive multiplayer. That's very disappointing. So, I mean, to be honest, I definitely thought that we were going to get more out of it. I thought that the campaign would take much longer than 3 hours.
Campaign of Mario Kart.
I thought that the multiplayer would actually be interesting and we'd be ranking up and excited to do better. And none of that exists in the game. It's pretty sad. Okay.
You can still unlock a fuck ton of stuff if you want.
Okay.
The campaign, Mario Kart campaign. That's just calling it campaign is funny in itself. Swaggy Davis Jr., Tyrone and Cat kept him up last night. Oh, that's why he has the glassy eyes that you guys make fun of. Or whatever the fuck he said. I can't remember. Tony T says, being positive, big tip promised today by Whale. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing yet. I'll tell you that. Nothing yet. Yanks in the Ninth says, you think he wears these shirts for OIC? I think this clothing style is him trying clothes he thinks gay people wear. No. It's him trying to be cool because LTG said he looks like shit. That's the exact moment, the timeline. I mean, the clothing changed. Now, this new style of being unbuttoned with the undershirt is because detractors are making fun of his moves, and that's 100% it. There is no other option for that. But someone wants to say something real quick. Here you go.
He's gay!
All right. I'll let you say it. Get back there.
So, let's see how everything goes today. I'm excited, but today will I be breaking out a highlight? Maybe not unless something funny happens with the wheel, which I hope doesn't, okay?
I hope doesn't.
So here's what we're going to do.
He's going to make sure something funny happens. Just get ready for that.
Let's unbox the wheel. Let's get it set up and working. Let's see how it all works, okay? After that, if there's extra time, let's see how much extra time we have. Because I
need to get, you know what? You guys give me a good idea. I got to get all the random he's something that Ashton has said and just do random Ashton. That'd be funny. He's drunk. He's gay. He's fat. He's old. All those at random.
I did tell you guys that if you guys wanted me to react to more trailers and the like, I would do it.
He's gay!
But obviously, I want to see how everything goes with the wheel set up first before we mess with anything else, okay?
He's an asshole!
First of all, how is everyone today? I see many people, attendance on the podcast is pretty good today. I wonder why. But is it really because of the wheel?
He's
bald.
You
guys are all here to see the wheel. Wow,
it's
that exciting. I wonder why. But is it
what?
I see many people, attendance on the podcast is pretty good today. I wonder why. But is it really because of the wheel?
No. It's because you crashed out yesterday. That's 100% the reason. Some people still don't know about the raw fill tech, so they just go to the channel raw to watch it. But yes, that's why there's so many people fill up.
You guys are all here to see the wheel. Wow, it's that exciting.
Nope, it's the crash out.
The wheel is really exciting.
It's the crash out audience.
So good morning. We got Game Boy, King Michael. A lot of people.
Game Boy does give you one though. I heard it. Still have not got a temple yet in the summer of WPIG. Will we get it today? Good start. Game Boy gives us one.
On Kick are saying say hello to King Michael over on YouTube. How's everyone doing? Doing well? Ready for a chill day, I hope?
That was Game Boy.
Cool. All right. Now, guys.
Good point. Mario Kart is for people with friends. Philip is not in that demographic. Honestly, that's true. I don't know how long I'd be playing Mario Kart if I wasn't playing with other people. I might clear it once, but then you're done. But still, I'm getting way more use than Philip is, though, if I did that, even. But, yeah, anything that's fun, he doesn't like.
Nice.
Anything that's fun, whimsical, that you have to have an imagination for, all this stuff is not in his wheelhouse.
Cool. All right. Now, guys, please today, I'm going to say it now.
Here we go.
Support this stream. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, and gifted memberships on YouTube. Subs and gifted subs on Kick and tips on both sides. Support this stream. Why? Because I haven't hit a goal since Friday night.
What?
Before then, I haven't hit a goal in a while. I didn't hit a goal for Summer Game Fest.
What?
Okay? I've basically only been hitting my goals 50% of the time, if that. Yesterday, we didn't hit a single goal between both streams.
No, boss man, stop. It was just a one day. He said he hasn't hit a goal since Friday, but he didn't even stream on Saturday. That doesn't count, boss man. He's fine. He'll come back today. Oh, God, we got to get him some help.
So things are very slow right now. That sucks. I need to get that momentum back. We want to be doing rewards. Like I said, I was hoping to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, for this T-Pain Munchies meal at Jack in the Box, but now it looks like it's probably not going to happen unless we get people who start supporting the streams. All right. Now, today I'm doing something that was very expensive, this wheel. Which
and...
You have done that yourself.
Thank you. I have bought something expensive. Therefore, I need your money. Is that what you're saying here, Philip? I chose to buy something expensive? I could say that too. Guys, I didn't want to let you know. I just bought a Bentley. So if you could. I mean, honestly. I bought it, so you guys understand. I just bought a Bentley, so if you guys could. Thank you.
All right.
That's what he's
now,
doing.
Today I'm doing something that was very expensive, this wheel.
Yes,
which I
your
committed to you
choice.
guys that I would do for support. And then as soon as I basically hit the support to get the wheel, the support dried up. What happened? Right? So let's go. Let's get our first support of the day, shall we? Let's do it. Let's get some support. Mozzie, with the first supporter of the day, $2 super chat. Thank you, Mozzie.
Yeah, Mozzie.
Let's get that up on the leaderboard.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that, Mozzie.
I was in line to buy the Bentley. No, that's such a dumb purchase. I would never buy a Bentley. I just don't care about cars. And I wouldn't want to be thinking about that much money being on the road and something happening to it.
And said momentum with a big flex emote like this.
Yeah! Let me see that again.
And said momentum with a big flex.
Yeah, big flex. Why does he always do the flexes like that? That's his go-to flex. Look at this. Eat your heart out, Broside Phil and Jaha. You got anything on this?
Emote like this. Jasper's hair is all over the keyboard now. Okay.
Oh, and that too. Ikiro makes a good point. Imagine a full-time successful YouTuber bragging about 3,000 views. I mean, really, right? He still thinks that's worth bragging about with how many subscribers he has. It's atrocious. Atrocious. Yeah, those got 3,000 views, guys. Cool, man.
All right, that's our first super chat. Who's going to be our first tip? Who's going to be our first sub and our first member?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The Kick support has slowed down tremendously.
What?
I just looked. We are down around 50 to 60 subs on Kick
No.
that normally we would have.
No.
They're just gone. And that's, one of the major reasons why support has been slower is because the Kick support has died out. And it would be great to get some more today. All right? Let's get it right now. Who's going to be our first sub on Kick? Let's get our first one. Let's get our first member, and let's get our first tip. Have one of each. Get that support flowing in each.
Highlighted message in Kick Chat. Ask and you shall receive. That's the best.
Direction to get some momentum going. While
Ask
we do
and
this
you shall
unboxing
receive,
of all
King.
these driving peripherals, okay?
The highlighted messages just added another way to troll. That's like the only thing they've added.
Lukewarm Coconut, hello over on Kick. How's it going, man?
The points have done nothing but give trolls a way to say things that are highlighted. That's the only thing the points have been used for. And also, yeah, those epic polls he used to do that he already forgot about.
Okay. Are we ready? All right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's get started, and I will do shout-outs live as the support rolls in, as it absolutely will. All right? Okay. First, let's unbox the smaller thing. Let's unbox the driving force shifter
All right.
from Logitech. Now, this shifter apparently works with a lot of different accessories. It says on the box, compatible with the G29, G920, G923, or Pro Racing wheels.
Ooh.
So you could use this thing with a lot of different wheels. It's not just limited to this particular model of Logitech wheel.
Thank you for that, Philip. Good rundown. Yeah, Pop Polecat pointing out, yesterday he said he has 102 recurring members that are real members, like literally they're choosing to pay. And that's still insane for his viewership, like legit. 30% of your viewers having a membership is insane, but that just shows how many, a better look at how many actual fans he has, right, that are watching him.
You would think it would probably work with all of them, no? Because all it is a controller that
So that's 102.
You're mapping. When you go to one direction, you're mapping a button input, right? So I don't know why it wouldn't work with any wheel. It should just work with any wheel, correct? As long as it works with your PC, then it works with a wheel. It wouldn't be like, oh, the shift will only work with certain models. That's kind of silly.
Good point. Scoot
I'm gonna need a knife because they put stickers on these things. All right.
T levels looking extra low today, King.
1 second. Let me go
Yes.
grab the knife.
All right. Grab the knife. Wild Liger says, Dave is just a consumer, probably didn't even buy his own Switch 2. No one told him to buy it. He went off to play Lies of P instead of Mario Kart multiplayer. I think he really thought like Lies of P was going to be a hype thing. Like people are into it, but it's not like
I kicked stuff.
It's not like taking over the gaming landscape right now. But I think he really thought it was.
Oh, we got a tip. Hold on.
Big ups, Wild Liger. Oh,
$2 tip just came in.
Woo! Let's check it out. Party time. Come on. Good start. Uh-oh, it must be a troll.
Oh my God, it's a ginormous paragraph, dude.
Yeah? So you're still going to read it all, or?
Dude, it's so large. I'm just going to read it as fast as I can. Okay, ready? It's so huge I can't fit it on the screen. Phil, I've been enjoying life.
After I sent some pictures to females, they often would say that exact same line to me. It's amazing. Sometimes they'd say that.
Hey, ready? It's so huge I can't fit it on the screen.
Uh-huh.
Phil,
Ingrid said that same thing when I sent her the picture.
But enjoying Lies of P DLC, it's fantastic. I'm stoked for the driving wheel with White Claws in regards to the recent low support for Claire Obscure and Lies of P. I understand it can be frustrating. Usually Souls games will bring in a lot of attention and support, and Claire Obscure has been officially acclaimed by many, and I think it's important to quickly assess the potential lifespan of a game in regards to stream support. Mario Kart is honestly a pretty boring game to watch unless you open up lobbies, and you can't open up lobbies, then you just play it once and move on to something else so you don't waste a stream and slot. Another example would be Claire Obscure, regardless of what anyone says, probably wears thin. If you don't rush the story and you keep the audience engaged, people might say that they want more side content, but the metrics of the money don't seem to be reflecting that. So stop leaning on what has worked before and use analytics and research to determine how to optimize your streams. Good Lord. All right, thanks for the $2 tip.
Thanks for the $2 tip. In one ear, out the other. What a douchebag trying to help. Piece of shit.
All right.
You gonna make fun of him again? Since he's clearly a fan? Clearly legit fan, by the way. You gonna shit on him?
Oh, hold on. I received a $10 tip.
All right.
I'm giving you just the tip. Well, thank you for just the tip.
All right. Yeah, none of the four yet. None of the four have been said. I'm
if you
listening
wanted
hard.
to dive into the coffers head first, I would also allow that. Head first. All right, enough. It's too bad. The puns are horrible. Okay, thank you for a $10 tip there, whoever that was. So we're up to $14 of support.
How's that going?
Okay. All right, folks. So coming back, I got my knife. We had a...
Coming back. Jericho says, I agree, whaling coming. He said that Blueprints will fail to hit the goal and also said it'll be a good streaming day. Well, he said it will fail to hit the goal. That means he maybe doesn't have one lined up, but I think there probably is one.
A little bit of support, which is that pop-up you just saw on the screen there.
A little
All right,
bit of
folks, so coming back, I got my knife. We had a little bit of support, which is that pop-up you just saw on the screen there.
We saw a little bit of support. YouTube viewers, you might have seen a little bit of support there. I apologize. That was on my screen. Just a little bit of support.
Okay.
He seems kind of worried. I don't know.
Sticker.
I think maybe there isn't one planned. He seems kind of worried, doesn't he?
King Michael wants to tell everyone on Kick hello today.
Oh my God, this meta.
There you go. All right.
I can't wait to see the driving words he knows, the car words, you know. All right, this is a who's a whatsy. Not that I know anything either, but still. Ooh, look at that grip. Good
Pretty
grip,
heavy,
Philip.
actually. It's pretty heavy. I wasn't expecting it to be this heavy.
Good unboxing, King.
It's the bag. Now, what in the heck is this?
We got a problem.
That doesn't look to me like a USB connection, so I don't know how this is going to work at all.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, man.
And it's got a unique kind of thing to clamp it onto a desk.
Yeah.
What I'm assuming is that you put your desk right there.
No.
And then you just screw this up to tighten it in place. That's what it
Get
looks
out
like
of
to me.
town.
And I guess that these can adjust as well, but I'm not sure how.
That's a good idea, Snoop.
The height of this clamp thing, it looks like it can adjust. I think, do you tighten or...
Goron
oh, yeah.
music.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So when you rotate this thing at the bottom, the teeth go up and down. See that?
Oh.
So it's a dual adjustment. You adjust it both up and down to latch onto your desk. There's also these things, which I'm assuming maybe these are I have no idea what those are. Are there's Uh-oh. Does it even work?
All right. Start again. Here we go.
Uh-oh. I guess we'll find out, but it doesn't look like that's releasing. That could be a problem. I guess I'll have to look it up because I don't know what any of this stuff is, and I might be breaking it right now. I might be breaking it literally right now. Okay. Well, I've never seen... This is an old-school serial port connector, is it not? So what does that plug into? Does that plug into the wheel, maybe? Maybe it plugs into the back of the wheel. All right. So we've got a shift here. Six. It feels like 6 directions.
Ooh.
It's 6 directions. It feels like 6. I guess we'll see when we start messing around with it more. And so that's going to go right onto the table like this. It's going to climb onto the table, probably over here. All right. All it came with is this. So, oh yeah, I was right. It looks like it all plugs into the wheel. It looks like the pedals and this shift plug into the back of the wheel. That way you only need one USB port for the entire assembly. That's kind of good. Rather than needing a whole bunch of USB ports, only one is probably a really smart move.
I'll stop. I could do that the whole show.
It
Just
actually
do that.
shows that. Now it shows.
Oh.
This is the worst instructions I've ever seen. There's no words at all. It's just a bunch of arrows and shit.
Yeah, because they try to make it so you don't have to do any languages, and it's very simple.
Worst instructions I've ever seen. There's no words at all. It's just a bunch of arrows and shit.
Okay, everybody wants the music. All right, I'll give him
I don't get it.
I got that. Hang on.
So this is supposed to adjust the height. I see.
Here we go.
But I don't know how this clicks in and out. Or how
Let me know about volume.
They're basically showing you that here, this goes up and down on the bottom. And that I understand. Okay, that I totally understand. This, they're showing...
It makes it so much better.
If you go left and right with these, it adjusts this. Okay? So I guess these are supposed to stay clicked down. They're not supposed to pop up. They're supposed to stay clicked down. So it's not that complicated. All this does is it
get louder.
On your desk. You don't actually rotate the bottom. You're supposed to be rotating the top. Okay. Simple enough. Okay. So that's the stick, and I guess we'll remove the piece of plastic. The Logitech G.
I do need to give a shout out to Snood and Nerd Brew to make that joke happen. That was all stolen jokes, but it's very funny. So I'll take credit for it though going forward. Thank you.
So the picture is showing, yes, you plug in everything. You plug in this stick, the pedals, and the USB cord all into the back of the wheel, and the wheel is what plugs into your PC. That's what it shows. So.
Stradivari said, how do you come up with these ideas?
Straightforward.
Well,
okay.
I think it's mostly experience. You know, I think of a funny idea and I just run it through my head and I say, you know what, that is funny. And then I do it. I don't really get my inspiration from any other human beings. It's mostly from me, myself, really. Cool. I look inward, I think, for my best material. It's really the best place.
So there it is. Now, do I want to put it on the table now? I mean, if I do, I'm going to have a heck of a time getting blueprints to work and boot up. I guess I just got to have my mouse loose over here. Let's do that. Let me see how this works. Let me see if I can get right on the table
Fluffy
live here.
Flapjack says, are we switching to eating rocks now? Yeah. Fuck the crayons. Like go to the rocks. Yep, this fucking sucks, as you can tell. This is very not interesting or fun.
Same thing here.
So we're just getting our thing ready. We're going to use about 4 times a year.
Yep, it's getting tight. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
And then on the bottom, there's the...
Easy, Philip. On the bottom.
This guy.
Uh-oh.
Yep, there we go. Okay,
Ooh.
so
This is the who's a whatsy. Okay, something hanging here. I don't know what that is. Feels pretty good. Tighten it
pretty
up.
tight. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's gonna wiggle the table when I use it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about that.
It's gonna. Well, you could have a real table, and you see how the mic is dancing. Watch the mic start dancing.
I mean, it's,
Look at that! Look at that! Look at the mic! Holy shit! Look at that!
pretty tight. Oh yeah.
Whoa! Easy. Easy.
I mean, it's gonna wiggle the table when I use it. There's nothing I can do about that. You know,
It looks like
It's
he's
gonna
really
move.
driving.
But here's the cord, so the cord will go into the back of the wheel.
It looks like he's really driving because the shaking.
Okay.
It's really immersive.
Yeah, I mean, the mic is attached to the table, too. There's nothing you can do. When I move this, it's going to wiggle the mic. It's going to wiggle the camera. You want to do a test? Let's do a test.
Oh yeah,
okay? Hold on.
test, please.
The camera has auto wiggle adjustment, okay?
Ooh,
So,
that comes in handy.
If I'm using the camera, let me turn off the effects. All right. So here we are.
oh my,
Now I'm going to shift. Ready?
oh my God, yes.
It wiggles a little bit.
It's
you might or might
unwatchable.
not see the mic because it really depends on what we do. All right, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. This table is not ultra stable. Everything wiggles when I do. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Looks like there's an earthquake. There's an earthquake. There's nothing I can do about that. It's got to sit on the table. You know, like there's no way around that. The camera I can't attach to anywhere else. It doesn't. The camera doesn't work attaching to this table. I wish it did, but it doesn't because this table doesn't have a flat end. It's rounded, so I can't attach the camera there. Yeah. The only thing I could think of would be I would have to get like a tripod.
Oh, yeah, that's
and put a
this-
tripod here.
Oh
on,
my God, there's more shit to buy. What do we got to buy now?
would be I would have to get like a tripod. And put a tripod here on the floor, and it's somehow attached this clamp that this camera is on to the tripod, so the camera wouldn't wiggle. So the
Oh my
microphone would still
God.
wiggle, but the
What
camera.
was his idea? Buying a tripod and then putting the camera on that tripod so that it wouldn't wiggle? Okay.
Wouldn't. So you probably wouldn't see as much wiggling.
Why don't you just get a real desk,
Yeah,
man?
there's not much I can do about it. It's just gonna look like that, you know.
What did
That's
father...
the only thing I can think of is to get a small tripod for the camera so the camera won't wiggle. The microphone has to wiggle. There's nowhere I can put the microphone but this table.
Well, actually,
Okay.
there's a lot of different stuff you could do. Good start, King. Great unboxing.
I received a $2 tip. Hold on.
Hang on, let me read that. Okay.
Someone did a ginormous chat GPT thing. I'm not reading that. Thanks for $2. Not reading nonsense. Okay.
Wonder what that could be.
All right, let's continue.
Let's continue.
Let's unbox the rest. Okay. So, oh my lord. This thing, it's heavy as shit. It's got to have like weights in the bottom or something. Probably so that it doesn't wiggle around. There's only one sticker on here.
What's your guess on the weight of that puppy? I can find it. G920. Let's see what he considers to be heavy. 10 pounds. Watch, let's see. 6 pounds.
So here we go. The G920 Logitech wheel.
Oh my God, guys. I'm not making it up, okay? G920. All right, I'll show you here. Okay, so this so you know I'm on the same page. I'm at the G920 page, $283, right? I'm scrolling down here, and I'm going to show you the item measurements, item weight. Oh my God. That's dude, I'm just telling you, it's really it. Look, I'm not making this up. It's real. It's damn real. It's real. That's all the features and specs. And you can see the item weight is 5 pounds from the very same page. You can look at it yourself. Dude, 5 pounds? I said as a joke 10 pounds. As a joke, I said 10 pounds. It looks more than 5 pounds, though, to be fair, but that's what it says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's something's weird. It says 10 inch by 10 inch by 10 inch, too. Like, maybe that's the legit only that thing. Let's see. Something's weird about that weight. I think it has to be more than that.
So, it's got a piece of paper.
There's writing.
It's pretty much exactly the same as the other one. The only thing it's telling you is that it has the same exact adjusters to put it on your table as the steering shifter did, or the shaft did. But outside of that, it's all the same. It says you plug the pedals into the wheel, and the wheel plugs into. Oh, whoa.
Okay, the shipping package for this racing wheel and floor pedals is about 14 pounds. Okay, 14 pounds.
The wheel needs
more than 5, but still 14. All right, more than 5, but still 14.
And the wheel plugs into. Oh, whoa. The wheel needs its own power source. The wheel needs to plug into a wall. Luckily, I do have empty sockets behind me, but that's pretty crazy. The wheel is so powerful, it needs its own plug to plug into the wall.
Wow.
That's kind of bizarre for a game controller. That's not common anymore. Okay, so what do we got?
A little bit different than a normal controller, though. Okay, anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, is that 14 pounds going to be able to put on that little desk?
Power adapter.
Like Father Time said? What'd you call it, Father Time?
The wheel or the pedals? Let's take out the pedals.
The little twink table. That's a good name for it. The old Meerkat table.
Oh my God, it's the pedals that have all the weight. Oh yeah, they put weights on the pedals. That's why it's so heavy. Oh my God. Holy crap, this thing is like deluxe. Wow, okay.
Wow. This thing is like deluxe. How would you say that? This is like deluxe.
Well, I knew that was going to happen.
What?
Okay.
Kick badge
I'll pick up
deal.
that screen
Good
in a minute.
name. Kick badge
So here's
deal
the pedals.
mouse.
They are very heavy. They put weight into them.
They put weight into them. The 7 pounds pedals here.
So 3 pedals, right? 1 gas, 1 brake, and what? 1 clutch to shift, to change your gears?
Yeah, it's windshield wipers.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. They have tons of resistance. This one is way less resistant.
Oh,
Okay?
the screen fell down.
These two have insane resistance. Whoa. And they are shiny metal. It's very heavy. So like I said, they must have put weights in it or something to weigh it down. That's my guess. Also on the bottom, there's this tread that apparently you can use.
Ooh, tread.
Yeah, look. You can deploy a tread, and I think that tread is so that it sticks in a carpet and doesn't move on a carpeted floor. But you can also put that in so that way it doesn't mess with a flat floor. Well, I have a carpeted floor. So I'd want to
deploy the tread.
Use that tread so that this doesn't slide all over the floor.
Yeah, same idea.
See?
Deploy the tread now.
Yeah,
Engage.
I wonder. Maximum Turbo says maybe the resistance is dynamic while you're driving. It might be.
It might
You're
be.
right. It actually might be.
Yeah.
Okay. So
definitely.
Yeah, just like with...
Like when you're running over people on the street, you have to push the pedal down harder to go over them. It's wild. But you're right. Good point. Swaggy Davis Jr. in the house, this 43-year-old man, failing at a game that is not difficult to play at all. Can't blame a game for you being bad at it. Big ups, ALT, keep hanging and banging. Big ups to you, Swaggy Davis Jr.
The Shift, this also has this weird serial port, but it's the other serial port. See?
Here we go.
This is the one that has the pins, not the holes. So that's interesting. I'm curious. I'm going to put it down and see what the pedals feel like, okay?
Can you still hear it just a little bit? I want to make it perfect level.
For the record, Jasper is fascinated by this. He's staring at it like, what the hell? So, yeah, see, it's going to need to be...
Nintendo's going to take us down if we keep playing it, so better not.
I'm
Miyamoto come
definitely
after
gonna have
us.
to move my setup because this is too close. Yeah. These things are huge. All right. I'm trying to give myself more foot room here, okay? Okay. Oh, that's much better with extra foot room. It's
yeah.
comfortable now. Now there's your gas. Yep, that's good.
Pretty cool.
And then there's your brake. Oh, the brake is very hard. I don't know why. That's like way harder than a real brake in a real car. There's an insane amount of resistance on the brake. And I'm wondering, maybe like someone said, was it maximum turbo? Maybe when you plug it in, the resistance changes. But just initially, your foot on the gas feels fine. Feels natural. But your foot on the brake is like really hard resistance.
Keep pushing as hard as
And
you
I
can.
wonder
That's a good idea.
what's going to happen, if it's going to change or not when we plug this thing in. I guess we'll see. Okay? And then the other the wheels, that's for clutch to change. It's changing your gears, right? Okay. Now, I'm not a manual driver. I've never driven manual before, so I wouldn't even know how that's going to work. This is not bad, actually. I take it back. This will work under my table, for sure. My feet fit perfectly. There's tons of space. I can do it like this. I don't need to move my table at all. It should work nicely with the way that we have it. Now, Jasper's coming over to inspect it. He's going to thoroughly sniff and rub this thing, as cats tend to do. He's going to investigate the pedals. Go ahead, buddy. You can investigate.
He doesn't need your permission. He doesn't ask for it either.
The wheel has a power source that plugs into the wall, and the wheel will also have a USB cord that plugs into the PC. So there you go. Okay, now let's take a look at the wheel.
I know. So he's never even done manual. So why are we doing? Why'd you get the fucking gear shift thing then? For just for reverse? Sodi's in the house as our glorious king has reached I funny. Show me the money. Big up, Sodi's. And Dusk's Father Time says, I'm in line at the circle jerk behind Indrid. She's not allowed there. You know that.
Heavy wheel. Damn. Wow. Real leather.
Ooh, real leather.
Real leather on the wheel itself.
Check that out.
Pretty darn fancy.
Pretty darn fancy, dude.
Yeah, look. Left
Can
stick
you believe that's what $280 buys?
bumper, right stick bumper, your start button, your back button. There's a D-pad. Here's your Xbox face buttons. There's your Xbox button. So it's got the same way to attach it to your table. Yep. Jasper has climbed inside of the wheel box in this. All right. So, okay. So here you go. As you can see, as I turn this hook, see the hook is like moving down. And so you're going to attach that to your table, and then you just turn it back up, and it tightens on there.
Ah.
So it's just two hooks to put it onto the table is all I see.
Yeah, where's that going on that table?
Now, it had said, here it is.
Aha.
It said that you plug in the accessories.
Where?
Yes, here's the connector, the serial port connector. I think it's called IO serial port. It's like old school stuff from old computer peripherals.
Ooh.
That's the connector for the pedals.
Yeah.
There's also the connector for the shifter. So they're both right there. Here's your cord. I'm assuming this is your USB cord. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here's your USB cord. I'm going to be honest, it's not very long. This could be a problem. Why would they give you a
fill up? You know it's rolled up there, right, brother? Or that's not the full length, sir. It's rolled up. You got to unroll it. You know that, right?
cord. I'm going to be honest, it's not very long. This could be a problem. Why would they give you a short USB cord? Hopefully this will reach my USB hub that I have over there. I hope so.
No way. He knows you unroll it, right?
This is so short. Are you kidding me?
Okay,
I don't think this is gonna reach. To be honest, I really don't think it
that
is.
short.
Here, let's try to put this on the table and see if it'll reach. I don't think it will. Let's find out. That's the one I already loosened. Okay, and then this cord actually is supposed to stick out the front here. I see. And then what I'm going to do, I guess what I got to do is I got to plug everything else in first. Because if I don't, when I put this on the table, then the cords are all going to stick out.
Music is awesome.
So
It definitely adds.
man, this is a pain. It is. There's so many cords. This is an actual real pain. There's going to be a million cords going here. Do this. I don't think this is going to reach. This looks like a super short cord.
No, it's
I don't know why they would give you
How is that super short? How the fuck can you say this is super short? Look how long that is. Look how long that is. That is not super short. What the fuck? And also, yeah, it would say that on the product specifications, too. Look how long that is. It's amazing. Slime Privilege says, I've been awoken from my fugue state and was reminded I was watching a good stream. So here's my contribution for the content. Thank you so much, Slime Privilege. Even though I didn't even say anything.
They would give you a short-ass cord on an expensive gaming peripheral. This should be like 8 to 10 feet. This looks like it's maybe 5. Which is dumb as hell.
Okay, 5 is... Okay, yeah. Definitely.
Well, hold on. So...
Yeah, for his setup, it's short. Yeah, he has not noticed his screen is down back there. A lot of his fans are running around the room right now, not sure what to look at while the screen is down. Magic Short Bus says we should get OIC shows up dressed as a lot lizard. Philip goes to the glory hole. That'd be fun.
Plug into it.
You never know what's on the other side.
This is weird stuff. So that's going to go here. Yeah, that's going to plug in there like this. Kind of hard to get it to plug in when the wheel rotates.
Lot lizard is someone that goes to where truckers are for sexual activity, I believe. We could see what ChatGPT says, though.
Okay. That's in, and then that cable has to stick out like this. Okay. That's in. Now I got to do the shifter, too. Shifter doesn't need to go anywhere. It's sitting right next to it, so that's not a big deal.
A lot lizard is slang, usually derogatory, by the way, for a sex worker who solicits truck drivers at rest stops, truck stops, or highway parking lots. There you go.
This would just go like this.
There has to be some kind of oasis out there on the roads, right? You get it.
Like that. Okay, so now all the cords should be laid out. Where on it?
Fuck, man. Big ups, Mr. Ouija. If only he could get hired by a real truck company. Yeah, that'd be, see? He wouldn't have to beg then. Honorable job for sure. No begging involved.
It claims it's right next to one of the serial ports. Ah. This isn't even what the bottom of it looks like. This is the opposite of what the bottom of it looks like. It's been flipped. What the hell? Okay, there it is. I see it.
This is now it's getting kind of boring again. He's going so slow. Okay, what's this? What could this be?
Okay. Jasper loves boxes.
Oh God!
Word.
Who would have guessed it?
One indentation for the
Who would've
pedals and
fucking
one
guessed it?
indentation for the USB. There's 4 different ways that you put cables to the bottom of this thing. Okay. So that now is done. Now I can attach this to the table, and then I got to plug it in. This is hugely complex. It's a major pain. To disassemble this thing is going to be a nightmare because there's so many things plugged into it.
Hugely complex. And he has to do that every time he's doing the stream.
Yeesh.
That'll be a lot
Okay,
of
so
fun.
here is my wheel. This is what it's going to be like, okay?
Oh, wow. Look at that. Looking
Here's
cool.
my shift. Here's my pedals. Okay, let's tighten it.
It definitely does make you look cool. That's for sure. Look how cool he looks.
Okay. And you have the 2. Okay. And you have the 2 clicky things. I don't know what those do. If those are supposed to be like the triggers, I'm not sure. Maybe they are. So that way, if you wanted to drive and accelerate rather than using the pedal, you would use that and drive like this rather than using the pedal.
Oh, this is going to be great for editing videos, though. It wouldn't take too much work now to make him be in one of those like Walmart carts, you know? Like it's right there. Very easy to green screen the rest out now.
Okay. So now let's go back. So here we are. Actually, driving is smooth. It doesn't actually vibrate the camera much at all. See that? It's pretty good. So let's simulate. Move the pedals again. Hold on. This is what it's going to be like in the real position.
Oh my God! Look at the
Okay.
shaking. Look at the shaking.
So
Whoa! Holy shit! Just ran over a turtle.
the pedals will be about here.
Keep going.
Yeah, here we go. So this is what it'll be looking like when I'm driving. See this? So I'm driving along. Here we go. It's not that bad, actually. It's smooth. Look, right now I'm pressing...
Well, you're doing it so gently, sir. That's why it's not doing it now. Look how softly he's steering. Watch. Look, it's not
Here we go.
shaking.
It's not that bad, actually.
Look.
It's smooth. Look, right now I'm pressing gas and I'm turning, see? And then I brake. The pedals are going to have to move a little bit further back, but it's not bad. It's really the shift. The shift is when it gets bad. Whenever I shift, look, it's terrible.
Whoa, hold
But
on.
I'm only going to be using shift probably to go in reverse.
Just
Okay,
ran over a field
but
trip. Sorry, everybody.
The driving itself is smooth and fine. Like, it's not vibrating the camera. The pedal is not vibrating the camera.
Whoa.
Not really at all. It's only the shift, really, that's doing it. So that's not so bad. Get the sticker off of this thing. Yeah. The problem is the wiring is insane. There's so many wires on this thing. Like, look,
Yeah.
I'm not even plugged in yet because we got this giant power adapter that I somehow have to now go off the side of my setup here. Actually,
What's next? What next?
I don't know if I have anywhere to plug this in.
Great.
To be honest, I didn't know that it was going to need its own power
Good
source.
purchase. Oh,
I don't think I have
Okay.
a thing to plug it into.
whose fault is that?
So I might have a big problem here.
Oh, trust me, we got a lot of big problems here. But you should know what it takes. The Watcher says, feels like 6. Oh, Philip said, feels like 6. Bet she wishes she could say that, huh? Oh, she definitely does. Not going to happen, though.
See how long the
Not in
cord
this
is.
lifetime. Big ups to Watcher. Judder Cuts, how is he already going over bumps? You haven't even been on the
I
road
don't.
yet. Yeah, good
I
point.
don't have a spare.
Same wavelength, Young Beat says, it's like cat walking around the house.
So I'm going to have to run this all the way across my room to a power
got it.
socket on the other side of my room over there, across the floor, to even plug it in. Wow. All right, so hold on. I'm going to do that.
If only there was a way to avoid having
Give me
everything have to go to the center of the room. So therefore, every single wire has to go across the floor by definition. If only there was a way around this.
Sec here. I have to get up now to do it.
Shoot. We have to get up to do that, obviously. 20, 25, 30.
USB
Here we go.
does reach. And now the USB is a problem.
Can you hear him? I'll boost it. Now the USB is a problem, he said.
Wow. Right?
He's still talking to himself here.
Yes. Ridiculous.
Hmm? It's kind of hard to hear.
Ridiculous.
It's cutting in and out because the noise gate.
Whoa, Jesus! What? Whoa, Jesus! What the fuck? It's trying to kill me. It's.
What happened there?
Whoa, Jesus! What the fuck?
Oh, he plugged it in.
Jesus! What the fuck?
Oh no, he
Whoa,
spun it.
Jesus! What the fuck?
Oh, it's calibrating. Okay.
It's trying to kill me. It's sentient. What the hell?
Wow, great joke. We are laughing.
Do anything. It was shit. Did you see that shit? So I don't know how it works. I don't know how you would adjust it or anything. Like, how would you calibrate this thing? Maybe G-Hub? Because I do have G-Hub.
Yeah, G-Hub. Fun stream.
Uh-oh. Guess what?
What?
We're probably going to have a problem here. Because of this all now, my keyboard stopped working. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet setup, bro.
I think there's too much stuff plugged into the hub now. So now my keyboard just stopped working. It's not
what do
working
you
at all.
think?
It turned
He
off.
loves it.
So that's not
good.
good. Obviously, I need my keyboard to work, and it just completely stopped. So I got to try to rearrange stuff. Give me a second.
Great purchase, Unc. God damn it. You knew it was going to happen, though. A lot of people said it. Here we go. I'll give you some music in the background. Let me find the 10-hour versions. There you go. Right here. There you go. Big ups, Mr. Matts. Grug hate wheel. Grug love eat rocks. That's what he's looking for. It's better experience. 20 Flyers 18 says this wheel is going to bring so many awesome memes. I think it will, honestly. Here we go.
So I simply unplugged my keyboard from the hub.
Big ups.
And plugged it into the front of the PC directly, and it's working fine now. It just resynced and seems to be working fine again. So how on earth would I configure this thing? G-Hub. G-Hub. Oh, I don't think G-Hub will run.
What's this hair situation?
Oh, firmware update available for the wheel.
We're looking very fluffy today, aren't we? Very fluffy.
G-Hub probably won't run.
Wispy, some might say.
When I have my RGB program open, so I'll close the RGB program. Okay, I turned off all the RGBs. Now let's try G-Hub again.
Oh, big ups Low Tier Gondor, who said big ups to DSP for getting the Gura Gura no Mi. Yeah. Big ups Low Tier Gondor.
There's a firmware update for the wheel.
I understood that reference.
Yep.
Many people appreciated it.
Firmware update. Yep, here we go. Install. Please disconnect the USB connection and reconnect it to proceed.
Yeah.
Why?
That's
And
what they're
why
asking
can't I
you
go
to
full
do.
screen on this app? What a piece of shit.
Okay.
Dude, G-Hub is garbage. I can't even move it so I can read the message. I literally can't scroll up and down.
Please show your screen.
And I can't read the message, and I can't go full screen. G-Hub is garbage.
Please
Wow,
show your screen. I guarantee this is user error.
it's terrible.
And just do the instructions, maybe? Why can't you just do what the fuck they say?
Yeah, the G-Hub app is all fucked up. I
Why
can't
do
even close it.
It's just a fucking app. Like, you can take
G-Hub
directions
is
from
complete crap.
Can you take it directions from an app? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like someone yelling in your face. It's an app.
So now I gotta find it again. Where the hell is it? Here. Alright, I'm trying to make it full screen while it boots now before it freezes.
That's not normal behavior. I need to do this before it boots
Okay, no
and
thanks.
freezes.
Okay, firmware update. Install. Okay, please disconnect the G920 USB connection and then reconnect it to proceed with the firmwure update. So now I gotta get up and go do that.
Yeah, what else they want me to do?
Okay, Logitech. Thanks a lot.
Making me get up while I'm working, by the way. G-Hub. Douchebags. Down forward punch says he needs to have a pine tree air freshener and some fuzzy dice dangling from his microphone. Like that's almost too clever for him, down forward punch, you know? That requires too much, like, you know, knowledge of the trucker style stuff. He just wants to spend money. That's like, that would take too much thought. But
It says,
that's a good
updating
idea.
the G920, do not close or quit G-Hub or turn off your computer. Keep your device plugged in. So it's doing a firmware update. In the meanwhile, it looks like Hyperfixate had done a $2 super chat and said, what a dumbass typed all that for $2. Shame on them. I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe you're talking about that contribution from ages ago.
Thanks for the money, though.
Not sure, but thank you for the $2. And then
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Thanks for the money, though.
I got a $2 tip from Dom. I've seen a lot of BS hating online lately, so I hope this helps. Thank you, Dom.
Thank you, Dom. That does help.
I don't know anything about it. I
The
paid
$2 erases all the 8 million views of all my gameplay fails. It really does. Thank
attention.
you.
I'm well aware that these morons.
Here's how
I don't
much
know
he
anything about it.
Let's hear the laundry list of things he doesn't care about or notice. Go ahead.
I pay no attention. I'm well aware that these morons do all their memes and nonsense on social media and shit. I never even seen it. I pay no attention to any of it. I got my life to live. I don't got time to waste on idiots.
Definitely haven't seen it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Interesting. How come you say things like, why don't you clip this? When if you don't know anything of what's out there, you wouldn't know they're clipping failures of your gaming, right? So why do you say things like, why don't you clip this? It actually makes it seem like you have seen all of the things that are being clipped and want them to instead clip you playing well at a game. But it sounds kind of weird because you said you don't see those clips, so I'm getting confused.
Firmware update successful. All right. So, oh, yeah. So what they were saying is, here we go. So these two buttons on the sides of the wheel is gear down, gear up.
Oh.
This is your menu or start button. This is your view or back button. Left stick, right stick, Xbox button. Okay, and then what you could do...
I pay no attention,
You could do
but
manual stuff on here, too.
I pay zero attention, but yet I am very aware.
Commands, keys,
Exactly.
actions, macro system. I see. Steering wheel. Oh, whoa. Holy force feedback. Yo, it's tight. The wheel is really tight to turn. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's going to make the shaking happen
Whoa.
way more, right?
It has a crazy centering spring. That's insane.
Yeah, look
Wow.
at the shaking. Whoa,
That's
watch
interesting.
out. Whoa.
I wasn't expecting that force feedback at all. That's crazy hard force feedback. Show the screen. Do you want to see it? Then you can't see me, though. Here.
Who cares?
Okay. So here, I'll get rid of me. Here we go. So take a look at this range, but this is me turning it. It's really hard resistance on the wheel, and you could adjust it too. See that? Pretty cool. I like that. and then you can adjust it so it's not as strong. Like, what if I went down to like, oh, this doesn't do anything?
Yeah, you
Look,
need the lower difficulty.
that worked. What about this? This
Yeah,
doesn't
do it
do
for
anything.
like
Look, it won't
middle
let me.
schoolers. Middle
It's
schooler
fucked up.
strength.
Sensitivity.
Go lower.
Oh, I see. So sensitivity makes it that it turns more. It's more sensitive as you turn it. See that?
Oh, see that. Got it. Yeah, gaming journalist discovers peripherals.
What was it on
exactly.
by default?
He doesn't know about
50.
those though. Big ups,
So
man.
50. Okay. I mean, that's not
Oh.
bad.
That's not bad.
I don't know if I like the amount of force feedback though. Like, there's a ton of force feedback and resistance, and it says, "Oh, centering spring strength." It won't let me adjust it. Look, it doesn't work. I click on it, nothing happens. Oh, you guys can't see because my camera's blocking. Great. Okay, hold on. Can't see anything I'm showing you, of course. Here. There we go. So,
Perfect.
okay. So as you can see, here's me turning, and it shows the wheel is moving when I move it, but it's got resistance, and it didn't have resistance at all when I first plugged it in. So this is all the components are doing that, right?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I could do operating range, right? I could do that. See that?
Do you know what any of this means, or you're just doing buttons right now, Philip?
Like, it's giving me so much force resistance when I turn. It's insane.
He's got a complaint about being sore. My arms.
Like, I have to fight it
legit.
to turn hard all the way,
It's-
and then it snaps back.
It's like a
See,
wheel.
I'm not doing that. It snaps back by itself, okay?
Whoa.
And I don't have the ability, like the sensitivity I get, I can't do this. It's supposed to adjust. It doesn't. It's fucked up. Look. I can't. It won't work. I want to change the centering spring strength so it's not as tight. I like it looser. It won't let me. Centering spring in non-force feedback games. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Gotcha.
Now it works. You have to
The
click
si-
that.
the
now
single
it's
box.
loose. Oh, yeah, look. Now I can really...
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's what he likes.
That's better. That's much better. Because that's
He wa-
basically power steering.
Yeah.
But
See,
that's what it
he wants a non realistic experience.
is. So if you have that unchecked, there's tons of resistance on the wheel, and it feels like it's a real car with no power steering. But if you enable that setting, now it feels like power steering. Like most modern cars have power steering.
Dude,
So you're not...
watch him put on automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the game is asking me, because I have a gear shift, it wants me to do manual. Fuck that, though. I'm just doing automatic.
fighting the wheel. You can just turn, you see?
No, I
Yeah.
want automatic, dumb fucks. Are you sure you want automatic? You literally bought
Okay.
a gear shift. You sure you want
So I don't know
automatic?
if I want that checked or
Yeah.
not, honestly.
Dumb fuck.
I feel like this would be easier to drive like this with one hand like this with this on this setting. Because this is lighter, you know? Okay. Now, pedals.
Oh, pedals.
Here we are. So here's all the sensitivity and combined pedals? What does that mean? Let's test it. So here's gas.
Gas.
Oh yeah, that's good.
gas,
So that's
gas.
flooring it.
Pick up the
That's
gas.
half.
Come
Yeah.
on,
That's nice. That pedal feels great. It really does. The gas pedal feels nice and smooth. Feels like exactly how you would want it when you're driving. Yeah, no problems there at all. I like that. But the brake
Look at that
is
mic.
like real hard. I'm pushing the brake all the way down right now. Look. Oh my God. Oh, I can't get the brake to go full. Look. Oh, I can only get it to go half, and my foot as hard down on the pedal as I can go, and that's as far as it goes. So it seems like the brake is off. I'm gonna have to increase brake sensitivity for
Yeah.
sure. Let's go to like this. Now even that's not enough. I want more.
Are you sure you wanted this sensitive?
Dude, it's
sir?
crazy. You have to slam on the brake. You totally have to slam on the brake to get it to work. Huh. I don't know. It all started at 50, right? It was all default of 50. Get this fucking out of here. There we go. What is this? Device settings. All it says is firmware is up to date. Completely worthless. So that's it. That's all you can do is adjust sensitivity.
How is that
The
completely worthless?
accelerator's fine, but the brake is way too hard to push. And then I like it better with center spring and non-force feedback games. I like this better. It's smoother. It feels like power steering. I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
Than
non-realistic experience, I guess.
So there you go.
Big ups, Ryan.
Okay, well, and there you go. Here's how I'm going to be driving my arms up like this and turning with my arms. See? This is
Yeah,
what
look
you're
how
gonna
cool
see
he
on
looks.
camera. Now, I'm curious, what will this look like with the effects?
Look how cool he is.
Like this. Okay, that's not bad.
Well,
That's not bad. Yeah, that works.
Does it?
Just like that, driving like this. The only problem is the microphone. I might have to move the mic over because it will be in the shot. I'll adjust it a little bit. But here's me driving right now, playing truck sim, basically. This is what it'll look like. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And you drive with one hand, either hand. The clutch is right here, or the shift is right here. Well, the shift just moved. That's not good. I guess it's not on tight enough.
Okay.
Just to figure out how to get it into reverse. The bummer is I totally didn't think about this.
Uh-oh.
I'm wearing a green shirt today, so I can't use my green screen effect because then there goes my shirt. So we got to have, sadly, the
Cool
chair will
setup.
be in the shot. But what I'll do is I'll adjust the mic. I'll move it over here. So now the mic won't be in the shot. I'll just
could always
readjust it like
change
that.
shirts. You
and
work
this
at
will be
home.
it, like this. This is us driving tonight.
This is us driving
Okay.
tonight. Look at us. Just a couple of kids
Okay.
driving on the road, open road. Couple of truckers. Big ups, engaged to Porta Viewer. Says, imagine being in your 40s and the only time you've driven on the highways in a video game. Well, it's because of his back. Engaged to Porta Viewer. He can't do that. I know, like, you can go downstairs and just
People
change your
remove
shirt.
plastic under the brake. There's plastic under the brake here. I'll check. I didn't look.
Is this a LARP or real? Let's see.
People want me to look under the brake. Okay.
From who? From... Did Kick say that or YouTube chat? Waffle Buddy says estrogen style guy. Uh-huh. That's the drip we're doing here. Magic Short Bus says he's addicted to spending. You can see the dopamine high. Like everyone loves it, right? Unboxing shit is very fun, right? We all know it, but like most of us hopefully make better decisions financially and definitely don't beg for the money back after we buy something. But unboxing stuff is definitely fun.
All right. Well,
that's why he does pulls. Because you can unbox a lot of the things.
Do we want to briefly test it? I mean, the
go ahead.
visuals don't look as good because I got my lights on. Do we want to do a brief test? Let's
oh yeah, fire it up. Woohoo, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's just boot up Truck Sim and see how it looks.
He still has the DM links file up there. What else is on there? Fire it up. Hell yeah. What would his Fluffy Flapjack says, what would his trucker name be? How do we figure out trucker names? Is there some kind of formula?
Let's see.
I remember that meme about your stripper name or something is like your street name. I can't remember something we said in school. I can't remember what it was though. But there was something to that. Your stripper name is like your middle name. I can't remember. Big Dave. Yeah,
Hopefully
Big
it
Dave.
works. I just bought all this shit. It better work with Truck Sim.
You guys had the good stuff. Pork Chop, Dark Side Truckin', Big Dave, Big Gout, Large Marge.
Look, I still got my mouse here, so I can still use that to navigate.
Monkey Spank. That's a good. Pork Chop. I think Pork Chop's the best. Let's stick with Pork Chop. I'll get a little logo going here.
D-pad
I'll
doesn't do
ask ChatGPT.
anything. Wheel doesn't do anything.
Here, I'll get us a logo real quick. Hang on. Pork Chop Trucking.
Interface or gameplay? I'm not sure. Keys and buttons? Controls. Okay. Keyboard and missing gamepad, missing controller, none. So how do I do this?
How do I... What? Huh? Oh, God. This is the rest of the show, isn't it?
Yeah. Keyboard and Logitech.
What was that?
Yeah. Keyboard and Logitech G-Hub 920 Driving Force Racing Wheel. There you go. It detected it automatically. Now, hold on. It says most people change the spring. Really? Irene says most people change the springs of the clutch and the brake. They come too stiff. I bought a spring kit on eBay to customize mine. Yeah,
wow.
Definitely.
You're going to need to pick that up,
The
Philip.
spring in the brake is insanely tight, like ridiculously tight, and I don't know why. That's really odd.
Yeah, how much does that cost?
All right, so
Spring kit.
quick setup of the gamepad or steering wheel. Simple automatic, real automatic, sequential, high 8 shifter. Ideal for wheel with pedals. Use buttons to switch between driving forward, standing, neutral, or reversing. Then press the accelerator pedal and let the automat handle the gears. Yes.
That's what he wants to do. Yes, definitely.
Because I want to do automatic for now. I don't want to be doing manual. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's do that. Real automatic.
Good thing you bought the gear shift then, huh?
Joy wheel axis steers. Joy clutch to accelerate. Joy accelerator. No, I want to use the pit pedals. So it says use shift or joy button 4 to gear forward or control to go in reverse. But I have the shifter, but I don't know if it'll work.
No idea what
I don't know
the
if
words
it's gonna work.
mean in this sentence at all.
I have no idea.
No idea. How am I supposed to know this? Huh?
Well, let's just try it.
This will go perfectly.
I'm not gonna save what we do though.
Oh.
Let's test for tonight. Here we go.
Perfect
All right,
time to
let's
test.
just drive, free drive. Okay, ready? So how do I start it? Start it's supposed to be right thumbstick. No, that's horn. Start it's supposed to be right thumbstick. No, how do I start it? Start it's supposed to be right thumbstick. No, that's horn.
Time of that with the timing was so good. Okay, right thumbstick's supposed to be start. Beep.
It's left for some reason. Left thumbstick, which is weird. I swear it was right before.
Beep.
All right.
It's supposed to be start.
The pedal
Hang
does
on.
nothing.
Beep.
The pedal does nothing. The wheel works.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm pressing the gas. Nothing's happening.
It's doing
I don't get
something, though. You hear the sound.
What do you mean shift? I put it on automatic. The car is off. It didn't start. Then what's that? Why is it's on right now? Is it not?
He doesn't even know if the truck is on.
It says I'm supposed to be pressing right thumbstick in, but it doesn't work. This is the right thumbstick.
Is
and
the
it's
truck
wrong,
on?
So they remapped it.
Fucking horn.
The goddamn horn. All right, I'll add it.
That's reverse. I put it in reverse.
Put it in H, big up the hero. It needs to put it in drive. It's an N right now.
That's reverse. It won't drive. I can go. I know how to do reverse. You know, it still won't go.
I know how to do reverse. Hang on.
No, parking brake, I don't know. I don't know anything about the parking brake. I never used it.
All right, well, we're just going to say you failed your first test of the license. Trucker license, sir. Thank you. All right, here
Put
we
it in
go.
the drive. How? I have a shifter. It doesn't do anything.
I don't
That's
like
not
this logo
reverse.
so much. I'm going to keep working on it, but here's the first take.
It's in neutral. You're right. It's in neutral. How the hell do I get it to shift to drive? Oh, there we go. Did it just go? No.
I'm going to keep working on it. That's not good
What
yet.
does that
Not
say?
good
I
enough.
can't read it. It's too small. That does something. Third gear? Is that what that says? Clutch? How? I shouldn't have to do clutch. It's an automatic.
Clutch? How? I
So the
shouldn't even
car
have to
isn't
do
on
that.
How do I turn it on? I'm supposed to be right thumbstick. I did this is the right thumbstick button, and it honks, so it mapped wrong. Maybe paddles?
Okay, sir, we're going to need you to step out of the vehicle at this point.
Okay. Whoa, this is completely wrong. They're reversed. I'm serious. This is supposed to be right turn. It's left. This is supposed to be left turn. It's right. So the buttons are all screwed up. They're not
Fucking
mapped
beeps.
properly at all. Yeah, it's not mapped. It's all wrong. So the default mapping of this wheel doesn't work.
I question that, but you know.
Not at all. So we're going to have to manually map all the buttons.
I'm just guessing a game company, if there's any way possible, they'll make sure it works with one of the biggest driving games ever right out of the box, but who knows? Too many White Claws. Too many White Claws, says Wandering Monk.
Here we go.
Okay,
So,
this one works. This works very better. Here we go. This one's better. This is what we're sticking with. Hold on. We'll see it in a second. Sorry, audio style.
automatic gearbox drive.
Hell yeah! It's, it
Automatic gearbox reverse.
ain't much, but it's an honest living. Pork Chop Express. Hell yeah!
I don't know if it's working or not. I don't think so.
Hitting the open road. Okay, we'll keep that one. We'll keep that one.
How do I get the turn signal? Like, there's nothing here for turn signals? Like, what the hell?
Oh, you do have to remap the controls. Okay. So, but still, it's a one-time thing. Everyone gets used to it. Everyone knows it comes
I
with
don't get
territory.
it. There's nothing here to map buttons anywhere. Do you see anywhere where it says map the buttons? No.
What do I do?
Here, this here. In-game mapping. I can't do it. Look.
Love the slightly obese look, too. It's perfect. Big ups.
What the fuck?
Big ups for Reno Ryan. I'll keep it up in the corner. I don't want to cover too much, but here. Here we go. Special guest today.
Input wizard.
Pork Chop Express.
We already did this. It doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea actually. How famous Steven.
Yeah, I don't get it. Does anyone know how to do this? Because this doesn't work. Real automatic doesn't work. It maps everything wrong. The turn signals are wrong. The thumbstick is wrong. These are all mapped wrong. All the buttons. I don't know how to manually map buttons.
Great podcast here. Better return it. No, you wouldn't even return it. Go in the fucking
I don't
closet
know
if
what
it
the fuck
doesn't
any
work.
of this means.
Dude.
So shift up, shift down. That's shift and control. I don't even know what these are.
How long till it's in the closet? I'm guessing, my real guess is honestly like, let's say what? 3 weeks? Like 3 more sessions, and then it won't be fun anymore? Like a month is probably too long, right?
You can use it for simulation of the real automatic gear shifter. Enable this option if you can assign 8 shifter positions, forward and reverse modes.
No, because you know how some people might wail out for them. Oh my God, it's a steering wheel, Philip.
I don't know
Here's
what I'm doing.
100. You know. Habib's asking how much you bought this wheel.
Okay, it's working, supposedly. Look, and here's reverse, right? Yeah, see, it's registering. Okay.
Yeah, you see the wheel
Yep, I want
0%. Okay.
There's nothing to map buttons.
Okay,
Anyway,
I got a better
I
one.
can't even map my turns, and there's no button to turn on the fucking engine. It's supposed to be right thumbs to click in, which is this button. When I push it, it honks the horn. So
That's it. That's the better one. We got it. This is the final form. Good job, everybody. We got the best logo possible. Teamwork. That's what happens. Teamwork makes the dream work. There we go. The thumbs up.
auto mapped it wrong. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get it to map properly. Type in the search what? Engine start. No. There's nothing. I don't know. I don't get it. Why is Saturday so fucking frustrating? Why can't it just work? No, you have to sit here and fuck with it because it's PC, right? It can't just work.
Godfather says I'm happier than a pig in a rig.
I have
That's
to
a good
waste
one.
4 hours doing this.
That's the company line. That's company tagline.
Try ignition.
Stick with us and you'll
Nope.
be happier than a pig in a rig. Oink, oink. Oink sound effect.
Nope. Keys and buttons are down below. Okay, throttle, brake reverse.
Oh, now I'm blocking. Hold
We
on.
already have all this stuff. So start, stop
Gotcha.
engine electricity. E or joy button 9. Okay, they made it button 8. See that? Okay.
See that? Now what? Mm-hmm.
Wipers. Do I want wipers? Maybe I should put wipers as a button. Right now it's P. Okay, here we go. Left turn indicator. Got it. Right turn indicator. Got it. Okay.
Okay, now we're making some
How about
progress.
headlights?
Nah.
Is that light modes? It might be light modes. Now I have no horn, but I don't really need one. Sadly, there's no middle button to smash to get your horn. I wish there was. Let's see. Horn. I'll make Y my horn. Here we go. Light modes. I'll have be up on the D-pad. There you go. So
There's
that'll
up
be my
to 400
horn. That'll
viewers
be my
now. People are just waiting for the
headlights.
crash out, but it's not coming out.
Wipers
I think, so.
should be right. Okay. Anything else I can do manually, I guess. Now, hopefully it'll turn on and let me drive. Let's find out. Okay. All right.
Big ups, Roger.
Okay, ready?
Here
Now
we
let's just start
go.
the engine.
Let's fucking go. Come on. Fire it up. Pork chop
The engine
express.
start. That's supposed to be engine start. And then I put
God
it into
damn it.
drive and I press gas. Nothing.
Cool system.
It makes that noise when I push gas. It makes that noise when I push gas. So it's wrong. That's not
pretty
the
cool.
accelerator.
Well, you can make some
Okay.
music. Back to the
so I got a
menus.
map.
Big up, Mr. Extravagant. This is my favorite stream in quite a while, he says. Big up's definitely a W. I think it has been a W. You're right, Mr.
Throttle.
Extravagant. Internet not been too crazy bad yet. I am dropping the occasional
Doesn't
frame.
work.
But 1% so far lost. That's it. That's nothing.
Doesn't work. Go to options, change it to simple automatic, not real automatic. Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Charles, you said it. Charles said it.
A very common ALTW. When will his winning end?
It never will end, honey. Never will end. This is the game music. Yeah, now we're in game music.
Okay.
Yo, Saturday. He looks like
Why
Bobby
would I
Hill
use
in the logo.
clutch to drive and accelerator to reverse? What? Why would I drive with my left foot? That doesn't make any sense at all.
You know, you choose right what goes there,
What?
right, buddy?
No. I want this. Are they insane? There. Okay. That's what I want. That is insanely
you
stupid.
choose
They're
it,
out of their
man.
minds. Okay, we're good now.
Oh,
I think
they're
it
out of
works
their
now.
minds. Person that chose the settings. They're out of their minds after you set it up. These guys have lost their fucking mind.
You ready?
You set it up.
So, is the engine... Now the engine's off. Now the engine's on. Ready? I got it in drive. No, I don't. It says neutral.
Please don't work. Please don't work.
All right.
Oh,
It's
we're going.
working, but now it truly is automatic, meaning I'm not really shifting at all.
Pretty cool.
Like, basically now this stick doesn't do
Hey,
anything.
boys. Just got a new steering
Okay.
wheel. Check me out.
Brake.
Pork Chop Express.
Okay, the
Rolling
brake
out.
works, but
Huh?
I pulled the entire table toward me. I pulled the whole table at me to brake.
I'm looking for any lot lizards.
You can
Hello?
barely hear. I'm going to have to up the volume later because the air conditioning's so loud right now. Okay, but this works. Good.
I'm looking for any lot lizards. Anybody? Hello?
Brakes work. Okay, the brake works nice. Okay. We're finally good. The only thing is I can't look left anymore. Like, you used to be able to use the thumbstick to look left. I don't have a thumbstick. So I legit can't see to my left or right to make a turn. In real life, you look like this, but I can't do that now because I don't have a thumbstick. So
you got to get more monitors around you. You got to get like 4 monitors. One on the left, one up, one straight in front of you, and one to the right. Then you have the perfect setup. You need more monitors, man. So easy. That's an easy purchase.
So I look to the left. Do I have
Just get cheap monitors. It's nothing.
to like how would I see to the left if I can make a right? Look, I'm blocking the whole street. I couldn't even tell where I was spatially. Oh, okay. Use the mouse. Okay, I'll use the mouse to look around. Got it.
Sorry, bitches.
All right, use the mouse to look like it's your neck. Got it.
Oh, this looks so comfortable. Look at him.
Okay. Well, that's kind of tricky.
He's making this
This
look
is
like
pretty tricky.
Such not fun to play, too, right?
All right, I'm going to have to get used to it. So you do this to look left and right like it's your actual neck you're turning in the truck. And I'll have the keyboard here just in case I need it for any buttons, but I'll have everything here. Okay. I'm also going to have to mess with the zoom. Remember that the zoom is wrong? Yeah, look, adjust seat.
Fun show.
That's better. Now you can see out your left window as well. I'll
There you go,
have to mess
Rockwell.
with it to get used to it. So this doesn't do anything. Nope, this stick now, because I put it in simple automatic, does nothing at all.
Henry is a good idea. Breaker, this is Snort Chop. What's your 2020? Hey, Breaker, this is the Snort Chop. Yep, I'm coming down, trying to figure out my neck. I can't look left or right.
You can't
I'll
go any
get
further
back
on
to
the
you.
map. I was going to say, I can't. I got to turn around.
Not sure what to do. Can't look to my left or right. Please advise.
The map's a dead end here.
This is Oinker 220.
Gotta make a U-turn in the middle of the street. I get a traffic violation. I hit this truck.
This is Canadian Bacon. What is your 1651?
Whoa, he hit me. Wait a minute, he hit me. He literally turned into me. That wasn't me turning into him. He had a double-decker truck and he hit me. What a dick. So how do I... Wait a minute. How do I reverse? Oh, when I reverse, you hold brake. That's weird.
We gotta
That's
get
really
more.
weird. I hold brake.
Well, who else is working? Who else is working at our truckers company? We gotta get the nicknames. In fucking Days of Thunder, you know, they got the names, you know. Canadian Bacon. We got Pork Chop is obviously there.
To reverse. I would like to get this working because obviously I bought the stick. I'd like to use it, but I don't know how to implement that. There we go. Yeah, we're going off-roading.
Wild hog.
Yeah. Whoa. Nice.
Just ran over
Past
2
that
homeless
asshole.
people. That's fine.
Yeah, the wheels giving force feedback. It's pretty fun. It's like wiggling all over the place. Kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
All right, not bad. This will be fun tonight. Especially when I got my White Claw. I'm drinking while I'm playing. Yeah.
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 You guys will be
Let's
getting
do it.
tips.
All right, we've done it, guys. Now, how do I pause?
Joshua Clan says, can't wait for him to realize the paddle shifters can be used to go in reverse. Time to invest in bankruptcy coins. Start early, boys and girls. Oh, yeah, Josh.
Oh, shit. Run the red light.
You know something's...
You pause with escape.
Like,
Okay.
it seems like he's set up now, though.
We got
so-
it going. Of course, this is kind of a convoluted mess right now. I don't know if I want to play blueprints with this. I'll probably take it down for now and put it back up for tonight.
There's
I'll probably
20
only
minutes.
put the wheel up when we're going to do truck sim. Okay, but all right, it works. We got to mess with it. I'd like to actually get, the shifter to work. It's not working at all right now. So we'll have to see how to get that to work tonight. But it worked. Yeah. Play Blueprints with the wheel. I don't think it's going to work that well. Blueprints with the wheel, just saying. It's probably going to be more trouble than it's worth. Because now the thing is, now I have to take this off the table, which is a pain. Like, I have to unscrew it, unplug it. Everything's plugged into it, so I have to unplug everything. We have like a million things plugged into it. What a pain. Like, I'm trying to think, how can I do this without it being a giant convoluted mess, but it just is. Like,
everything else is.
An easy way to do
Why
this.
do you care about this being a convoluted mess? Everything else is. Just keep it on the floor, yeah. Just put it in the closet.
So now how do I release it? Like, I guess I have to, like, turn these to the left, or do I push them down?
Can you imagine doing this every time? Holy fuck,
don't
man.
Push them down. I guess you just release. Oh, when you go left, it, like, pops up.
Every time doing this?
Or it's supposed to. One of them did. All right, so it just comes off like that. And then I have 400 cords plugged into this thing.
This is so fucking bad. Can you imagine adding this
the one cord, that's the problem.
Like, if you love this game or even like this game, it's cool. But, like, he's going to play this 3 times, guys. All this extra work.
Is the shifter.
All this extra work for nothing. All right.
So if I just unplug the shifter.
There you go.
Which is the far left cord. Then I could probably just unplug everything else. Somehow I just adjusted my volume. Oh, I touched my keyboard by accident. So let me unplug the shifter.
Tony T makes a good point.
Okay, that's
Says,
out.
Why is it short about the cord? They didn't intend on a mental midget having a Tangula cable system in the middle of his floor across the room. I know, that's the key point. Most people don't put their shit in the literal middle of the room
like that.
With the computers on the edges, right?
And then this whole thing can just be put on the floor for now, I guess. Hold on, let me go do that.
We got to get Cyrax.
Oy.
Cyraxes versus Philip. What game could they do? Let's make it happen, as Wandering Monk says. Cyrax set up his wheel. Cyrax would win, I bet. Like, he cares about racing, doesn't he? Like, he actually plays, like, for pleasure. Like, I know he sucks, but...
Oh my god, the sign fell down.
He just saw it.
Oh my god, the sign fell down.
Okay.
Well, that certainly was interesting. At least we got it working, right? We got it working. That means tonight we will be driving for real in Truck Sim. It's kind of automatic, though. I wish that we could get this stick shift to work. I did buy it. So hopefully we can figure out a way to get it to work properly, because right now it doesn't. We'll have to see if we can figure that out. At least we got it working. I think it's just a matter of getting it to shift properly. Up and down, and, to drive in reverse. Am I going to test Forza with the wheel? Probably eventually. Not tonight. Tonight is a truck sim stream. So tonight we just want to do regular truck sim stuff. But I think eventually we'll try different driving games with it for sure. Why wouldn't we, right? I would like to try various different games with it. I think that would be neat to try out different kinds of games. Okay. You have to put the game in real automatic, not simple. We had it in real automatic and it wasn't working. We had it in, we couldn't figure out how to get it to go properly into gear to move forward.
So I don't
which
think
was weird.
You need to turn off the simple, though, to get that fucking gear shift to work, I'm guessing, right?
So maybe we could. Maybe if we manually remap all the buttons, maybe it would work. Now, of course, the next upgrade is I got to get the play seat, where you mount that wheel and all the accessories to this seat, and now it's like you're actually in the car. That's next. This
is the extremism thing to make his purchase seem not as, let's say, unnecessary shit. You know what I'm saying?
Next thing I'll be getting.
Guys, I didn't buy this whole thing. I could have bought that.
That's about $800 to $1,000. Okay, so
That's how we avoid that conversation.
Look at that. Play seat.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God.
Oh, this is so stupid, guys. Look at this seat.
Look, there's all these different ones.
He's one step away.
Look at these different seats.
Yeah, like you're one
There
step
you go.
away, man. You just got to get a chair and you have that.
That's next. Then I just become a sim driving streamer. That's all I do is sim driving all the time.
See, he's making fun of it. Frivolous is what I was looking for, yes. He's making fun of it, but
Now-
like he's one step away from it. You know.
The cool thing about this is eventually you have to realize we're going to have automatic remote powered vehicles. You know that, right?
whoa.
Like, for example, anyone who you order something from right now, like Amazon, they have a driver. There won't be human drivers. They'll be remotely controlling the robot drones from home.
Wow,
When I get
great
to
joke.
But now
We
it's
are
the sound after
laughing.
something. Okay. It's high end. You can tell. It's like quality stuff. It's leather. It had really nice force feedback. So it's good quality stuff. But that's what I mean. Like, I invested so much money in it. I hope that we get stuff out of it. I hope that you guys will come by.
You know what that means? I hope we get stuff out of it.
Tonight.
I hope we get stuff out of it, if you know what I'm saying.
And hang out with me for Truck Sim, being that we just
Hint,
spent an entire podcast setting that up, right? So thank you, Habib, for $2.
It's not going to help, Habib.
And then I got a $2 tip. Unban Buckwell on kick and use the input wizard to set up the wheel. This is so frustrating to watch. The input wizard was crap. We manually did it and it worked. We manually keybound everything and then it worked.
Okay.
Buckwell, you're banned because you were being a toxic dickhead the other day.
Let me check that.
And as you know, just because you've gifted a few subs here and there doesn't make you immune to being subject to the rules like everybody else. So I'll unban you, but if you act up again, I'm just going to reban you again. All
So
right?
I will actually
I'm gonna
unban you, though.
Buckwell.
Let's see what Buckwell did.
Okay, there you go.
Buckwell's final message was, am I allowed to vote on that? Seems like insider betting. I just won't say anything for 2 hours. Biting tongue, biting tongue, biting tongue. I don't see anything that bad at all from Buckwell, honestly. Oh, no, never mind. He has said some stuff. He said when he says chill stream, he really means lazy stream. And also, does Phil have RGB paper plates? So, he's just a
NBL
total
Roy, how
lot.
you doing? So, guys, sorry that there wasn't a lot of interaction today. This was obviously a hardware setup deal, which we knew it would be. I told you it would be an unboxing and a hardware setup. Oh, let me get my screen back up here.
Big ups, Chio. What a legend. This is for singing Manuel. Don't know too many people that know that song. Big ups. Big ups to you, Chio.
Poor Raphael was on his ass the whole podcast.
Actually, it changes to different people, so it wouldn't just be Raphael.
There we go, right? Okay, so thank you for chilling with me. If you enjoyed that, great. If you didn't, well, it was something to do for the show. So a couple quick reminders.
That's what I say to Chew as well. Thanks, Chew. If you enjoyed that, great. Well, if you didn't, at least it's over. Good night. Great job. Really speaks to the quality of the performance when you say that. Well, if you enjoyed that, great. If not, well, that's all I got. So thank you. That's what he just did. Anyways. Well, it's over.
So a couple quick reminders.
Go ahead.
Clutch plus shift, then gas, and let go of the clutch. That's how you shift in a mechanical car. Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
Shift,
I want to do
then you push on the
automatic, but I want to do it where if I press forward on here,
tonight.
I'm driving forward. If I hit back, I'm in reverse. Like that'd be, and then gas just to move either way. You know what I mean? Like I think that'd be the best way to do it, but it wasn't working. I had to go to like simple automatic to get it to work.
Gas and
so
let go.
we'll mess with it tonight. See if we can get it to work fully. All right. So here's the deal.
Go ahead.
Today is do or die for Blueprints. In just a few moments here.
No.
Okay. We are
Blueprints.
going to start up with Blueprints. And
What did he do
if
to deserve
Blueprints
this?
does well today, meaning we make progress, you guys engage and support, and we do well on the stream, then I will keep Blueprints in the schedule occasionally. It will not be a full-time playthrough. It'll be something that we go back to from time to time
Where's
when
the
we have
gun?
time to fit it into the schedule for like a day stream randomly, okay? If today this tanks and does poorly, then we're not going to play Blueprints anymore. All right. And it sucks because I like Blueprints and I want to keep it in the rotation. I'd like to see it continue and over time unlock all the mysteries or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Now, it's funny because people are saying only one guy donates for this game. Well, if that's the case, then the one guy who donates for the game, I hope you're here to donate and support the stream. If not, then that's it for Blueprints. I don't know what else to say. I really enjoyed the playthrough. 2 months, over 50 hours. But I got to play things that people are going to show up for and support.
You get the point, right?
So let's see how Blueprints does today.
legitimately calling out one person. Hey, dude, like, honestly, if it's one person, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the fucking case then, and he better get his ass over here or he's going to lose his favorite game. It's as simple as that, bitch. Ikiro said he'll get PTSD of his car crash with that wheel since he was in one car crash. You're right. He could have a back injury again. And Speedy says, but Phil, you can change the brake in-game. Wow. Don't worry about that, please. And Ohm says, is every truck stream going to start with him putting the wheel on again each time because there's no way he leaves it there? I really think he's going to start the pre-stream, talk, and then say, okay, guys, time to start the game, and then he'll get the wheel out. So that's another 10 minutes easy. Why not?
Tonight is American Truck Simulator. Be there for the first time ever, me driving around and doing jobs with my wheel, my pedal, and, yes, White Claw and alcoholic lemonades tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. Okay? So hopefully you will come back for that tonight to see all that in action for the very first time. All right? Tomorrow is going to be the premiere of Mind's Eye. This is a game from hours of miles between this stream, tonight's American Truck Sim stream, and tomorrow's Mind's Eye stream. We'll be doing DSP Tries It, the T-Pain Munchies meal tomorrow after Mind's Eye.
Will we?
If not, well, then we're going to have to do it later in the week.
Yeah.
But it would be perfect for tomorrow, scheduling and everything. It would make a lot of sense. Not saying it has to, but
it would be great.
You know, I was hoping that this week, between the first 3 days, we would have hit 3 goals, 6 streams. But right now, so far, we've hit 0 goals this week, which is not good. You know, it's actually way behind what we usually do. It's disappointing. I don't know what to do about it, really. Hopefully.
My begging is effective today.
Hopefully. We'll all chill and have a good time, and people will support. All right? So, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's hit a goal on this stream. Let's keep Blueprints in the rotation. All right? But only once in a while. Not all the time, you know? Let's do it. I'd be shocked if that happens. What? But if you're here, please support the stream.
Which
By the
side?
way, apparently Buckwell gifted a sub, and I completely missed it. Yeah, Buckwell gifted a sub. I think maybe that's how Buckwell found out he was banned. It says Buckwell gifted a sub.
Buckwell's trying to buy his way to unban world. Buckwell's dented. Confirmed, Buckwell.
Okay. Yeah, it says that he gifted a sub.
I thought the fight sticks were midnight prices. No, we got to buy a lot more stuff than just fight sticks. That didn't scratch the itch yet.
Yeah, it says that he gifted a sub a half an hour ago.
Dentwell, there we go. That's what we'll call him now.
Yeah, he did.
Good job, Dentwell.
So,
you
Buckwell,
did it.
you are unbanned, FYI.
Oh, God,
please
yes.
behave.
You gave money, so of course.
All right, and thanks for the gifted sub. I missed it because I was doing the wheel stuff. I didn't even see it. Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Let's go, Lemtex. Keep going. Lemtex, what a king.
Wager on how long it takes for him to get banned again? Sure. Sure. Here we go. Let's do a wager.
That's just the clip, Jake.
Makes sense to me. How do you do it? It's called prediction.
That was all his idea. He came up with everything and made it happen. What a king. Lemtex is forever a legend,
right?
For sure. I have 2 versions of that, too. I have a shorter one and longer. That was a longer one. I have a shorter one as well. I have too much power here. So many buttons I can push for fun. I'm trying to withhold, though. I'm withholding some buttons for when they're the perfect time to play them. I could hit it again if you want. I could hit it again, but I won't.
All right. Prediction,
Okay.
will Buckwell be rebanned within 2 hours of now? So now it's 1 p.m., so that would be by 3 p.m. Will Buckwell be rebanned? There you go.
Oh, great poll. Oh, that's what he was talking about, Buckwell. Yeah, great poll. Will Buckwell be banned in the next 2 hours?
All right.
What will happen first? Will Buckwell be banned, or will he give me another sub? Let's see. We got short to spec.
All right, guys. So let's end the show.
Today was fun.
Thanks for
sure.
watching the Wheel Setup Show. Tomorrow, no podcast. We'll come back on Wednesday, and we'll recap everything. How the truck sim went, how Mind's Eye is, everything. We'll get all caught back up. Okay?
Sound good.
The one thing we didn't talk about, tomorrow night, would you like to see either Mario Kart Knockout Tour for 2 hours, or would you like to see Capcom versus SNK 2? I'm down for either. I think either would be fun. I like the Knockout Tour a lot on Mario Kart, and I'd be willing to do it.
I thought you said the game sucks and it's not worth it?
Or if you want fighting games, we'll do fighting games. I'd like your feedback.
Play the multiplayer on Mario Kart, bro. Stop yapping. Taurus super chat there.
On that. Simpoli just did a $2 super chat, says play the multiplayer of Mario Kart, stop yapping. Well, we're not doing that now. But
Yeah.
okay, the light's working? Yes. We're not doing that now.
We're not doing that now.
But we could do it tomorrow
Obviously.
night, as I just said. So that's your feedback? All right, so Simpoli's feedback is he wants Mario Kart.
And what was the second part of his feedback? There was another part to his feedback. You forgot that part. You forgot the second part of the feedback. Huh?
All right. Fair enough. Mario Kart. Everyone's saying Mario Kart. All right. We'll do some Mario Kart tomorrow night. You know what? What's funny? You notice in the schedule for this week, I didn't put Elden Ring Night Rain once. Did you notice no one said a word and asked for it?
Philip, that's because no one even looks at those things, except detractors when they're figuring out what they're going to stream. No one gives a fuck.
What did I tell you guys about Night Rain? I said that.
Does anyone say anything about any game on that thing?
That's going to be a game. It's going to have very short-lived success, and then no one's going to talk or care about it.
Okay.
It's literally been just over a week. No one is talking about Night Rain. It's as if it doesn't exist. It's weird.
Because it's as if those schedules don't exist, which he's been posting for literally a decade now, that everyone just ignores.
Weird. For like 2 days, people were interested, and then the Switch 2 came out, and then all this stuff happened this weekend, and now no one even remembers Night Rain exists. I knew that would happen because of the style of game it is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like,
called it, King.
all
Nailed
the
it.
creators made their content on the game within like 2 days, and then everyone played it and was like, eh. So, I'll do Mario Kart tomorrow.
No
then.
more videos going up about that game. Nope, not going to happen. Woman's cardigan woman's cardigan would DoorDash flowers for dying mom. $1.99 says. Remember when DSP said he had failed his first driving test? Yeah, but it's because the test answers were wrong. He legitimately said that. The answers were wrong. It wasn't what was in the book. That's why he failed it the first time, guys. It wasn't his fault.
Fine. All right. Tomorrow night it'll be Mario Kart.
He legitimately said that. That's
Okay.
not a detractor meme.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Fun show today for sure.
Fun
a little bit of a weird one,
show.
but a fun
Great.
one. Thanks for watching.
I think the right
hopefully you'll stick
button
around
is
for
gas.
Blueprints and support Blueprints. And hopefully you'll be here
Nope,
for
that's
American
not
Truck
it.
Sim tonight so we can
Try
get some
the
support
gas.
those hits. Tomorrow, no podcast.
Oh, that's
but I'll
not
be back
it
on
either.
Wednesday to recap
Try
everything that has
something
gone
else.
down.
I'll
I thank
do
you
reverse.
all, and I will see you soon.
Oh, that's not
Peace
it.
out.
It's very tight.
Okay. So,
Extremely
folks,
tight now. The pressure.
Really
Oh.
briefly,
Oops.
let's do setup, and I have to pee before we begin with Blueprints today. Let me turn off all the lights.
Uh-huh. Oh, there we
Better,
go.
There we go. It'll definitely look better, once all the lights are off and everything. Same thing with Truck Sim. Like, it's going to look much better when the
Yeah.
lights are off.
I thought I noticed that. I was like, what the fuck?
So
the
for
lights are
Blueprints,
definitely
what I
not
do
off.
is I just put this here. like this. Yes, just like that. Okay. All right. So just give me a sec. I'm not even going to run any,
Not going to take anyone for a walk to relieve themselves?
I'm not going to run any clips or nothing. I'm just going to use the restroom and stretch my legs for a second, and then we'll be right back, and we'll start up with blueprints, okay? That way there's no big delay. It'll be like just a couple minutes, all right? I'll be right back, guys. Let's get ready for blueprints action. Please support. See you in a sec.
All right. Well, this has never happened. My poll, I had 4 choices. 1, 2, 3, or all 4. The correct answer was 0. Philip took the nothing is wrong path today. But if it's slow today, tomorrow's pre-stream will be a little different. But the correct answer was absolutely 0. There was no mention of those words. So everybody needs help today. Big ups, Wall Yap. Says, I'm sick and it hurts to laugh. This sucks so much. Hope you feel better, Wall Yap. Even though it's, fun to laugh. But if it hurts, Big ups, Wall Yap. Oink, oink, ack says, as someone that does sim racing and truck simulator VR, this hurts my soul. He's destroying my favorite hobby. P.S. Mapping truck sim is awful. Okay, well, at least we know that part is legitimately hard. But, most people would look up a tutorial, figure it out that way. But, we're not doing that. Let's see how long we're actually going for. Okay, he said a couple minutes.
Aged with and everything.
There we go.
Game. Okay? Racing game. With you got with the racing game. You stream tonight. It's a truck sim because I'm excited to try it tonight. Hopefully it'll actually be a really fun stream tonight. So thanks guys for putting up with that. I mean, when else was I going to have time to do that? I wasn't. So I appreciate you guys hanging out while I got that set up, okay?
I'll get
All
there,
right,
you
let's
two
do
person.
it. Guys, blueprints, possibly for the last time. It's kind of sad to say that because I love this game.
Oh,
but
no.
I can only play what you guys will show up and support, I know right now tons of you are about to run for the hills. You were here to see the joist, the wheel setup. And now that that's done, you're going
hate blueprints.
to like run away and be like, oh, this sucks. And I hear ya. I like the game, but it's a game that you have to be engaged with and everything. You know what I mean? Battledux is just a reminder you have to deal with that every time you play a driving game. Well, yeah, but the initial setup, you do it once or twice, you're done. Then you settle in, and then you can just easily, pop it all up, and you're good. That's the thing. Like, it's not a huge deal. We have to do it every single time, thankfully. So, okay. Let's do it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to potentially the final time that we're going to be playing Blueprints. It's sad to say,
all right, going live.
as if it never happened.
Ooh.
Romantically involved in. And then he got brought back to like as if pretty was a writer. Good, weird hero, not stuff. It was actually quite interesting. Well, we got a single coin.
All right, YouTube person
we just
said to go
here
about
till
here.
1:30. Okay.
We'll see what happens. See if there's anything worth it.
All that one? Oh, we already solved this one, right?
Hold on, I gotta check my guide real quick. Hang on, did we solve this one or not? Hang on, let me check.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't remember this one. Well, I'll take a picture of it regardless.
Oh God, you gotta take a picture.
Because when we last arrived here, we didn't know what this was. Okay. It's like 6 minutes real time for an hour. The clocks are moving, but you're seeing them from behind, so you need to reverse what you're seeing.
Oh.
No, it's not moving at all. Look, it's literally not moving. See, it's frozen.
I think it might be moving very slowly.
That one says 1:30. That one's frozen at 1:30. This one's moving. Oh, okay. I guess back to... Should definitely get it. Nothing, but what are you going to do? Sucks we have to sit here and do nothing, but what are you going to do? It's the only way to get this key. It's one of the few keys we don't have yet, so we should definitely get it, right?
Big Dog says...
So what do you guys want to talk about?
We'll get there. Can you imagine going to a sandwich shop and telling the owner how to make a sandwich because he doesn't know how? Yeah, tell him how to make it. Oh, it's BLT? Yeah. You need bacon? Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good metaphor. What do you guys want to talk about? Come on! Anyone want to talk?
This is so dumb. I want you to listen to what some idiots say about me.
Here we go!
This guy in the kick chat, Amatori Mammon, wow, what a great name, right? Says, oh, I agree. The way that he treats Jasper like his son is really weird, but a lot of weirdos do this. I want you to think about this. Do you think that I actually treat Jasper like my son? Am I paying for his college education? You know what I mean? Like, what are you
anything else?
talking about?
Anything else, Philip, to add to that argument? Or are we just going to finish with that one? Am I paying for his college education? That's the end of my examples, actually, but still.
Beloved family member. I treat him like a family member. You know, is he kind of like a son? Well, he's my pet.
You clean his litter box, right?
I don't instill moral values in him like a human, but I treat him like a beloved family member, right? He's not a human son, no, and I've never said that either. But like, what
you
are you
have
saying?
said you treat him like a son.
That I shouldn't care about my pet, so I should just treat him like dirt because he's not a human? Like, what are you saying? You're an idiot.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not triggered by that at all in a weird way, and he has said he treats him like his son, even though he's not. He's also called him
Seriously,
human
what an
beings'
asshole.
names. Definitely it struck a nerve, huh?
I am excited for Resident Evil 9, considering that it looks like we're returning back to Raccoon City, and we've got Leon Kennedy roots creating the dissertation to get back to it. What are some ideas for the next marathon? Should I just announce it now? I was going to hold off, but I already know exactly what it's going to be. My idea is...
what could it be?
The next marathon will be...
A racing marathon? I mean, what's like the most level 1 option, right?
Be the Independence Day weekend. I think Independence Day is on a Friday, is it not? Is July 4th on a Friday?
Yes, and he also refused to get blood work for Jasper because he said it was an upsell. Yes. Big ups, Ice Yamamoto. It's funny because I stream it and many others. Big ups, Ice Yamamoto.
So,
I
think...
Steering wheel marathon. Ready?
It
Go.
will be...
Steering wheel marathon.
We've had this on hold for ages. Let's do it. The Independence Day Closet
even
Festival.
Worse. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking we should do. An all-day marathon where I clean out this closet again because it needs it badly. Okay, we hang out. We look at the stuff. We determine, do I keep this? Do I throw this out? We sort the stuff in there. And during that event, there'll be booze, there'll be food, but it's retiring the hats and the vests.
Oh, my God.
Like we had talked about months ago. Okay?
Ooh.
The idea is that you guys absolutely loved the hats and the vests and things when we did them.
Wrong.
What the? And I'm dead. For a long time, but now we haven't done them for a long time. We haven't seen them. So the idea is every $50 of support we hit, I'll do a wardrobe swap. First, they add a hat of your choice. You'll vote. Oh, what of the hats that Phil used to wear will he wear? And then what vest will he wear? And you vote on a vest. And every $50 of support, we go up until you've seen them all. And every time that we wear one, essentially that one is retired. All right? It won't come back. Now, I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to throw them out.
So they will come back then.
Every once in a while, perhaps for nostalgia's sake, we would want to bring back a hat or a vest thing, you know, just for fun. But this is a way to, number one, retire that stuff, so I'll have room in my closet. I'm going to put it in a storage bin, and that way I'll have room in the closet for this other stuff. And to clean it out, it's a huge mess. And right now, just my office, I got Switch 2 accessories all over the floor. I know this box for the G920 wheel, right? I have shit everywhere. I need room to put this stuff in the closet, and I don't. My closet is just like explode, like a bomb went off in there. So
does that tell you something?
This will be
or maybe you buy too much shit?
Opportunity for me to clean and do multiple things at once. But we also have a big day-long hangout session that should be pretty fun.
Cleaning while making money.
Okay.
You love this. Big ups, Tricorder Transmissions. Old Dent Burton on a dark and tipless night.
But we have to do it. If we don't do it,
that's a start of something.
We'll never make this happen, right?
I'm going live.
And I don't believe we've done this crest here. I don't think we did that crest puzzle yet.
Okay.
The fact that there's a swan there and that, means that
Very
those
fun.
coincide. That's definitely one of.
Okay, a few fun things to show you though. So this is because this is too boring, as you know, as you might expect. So according to Be Awesome One, and this was found by Ludwig World Order, Philip did not put up the stream in which he got the huge tip. So now let's check the dates on that, because as you can see, it goes from 6/28 to 6/29, and the dates are May 29th to June 1st. Now let me check the dates on that, because May 29th is a Thursday. Okay, Thursday is May 29th. There's the 30th and the 31st. Now the 31st would have been a day off, so that's it. That makes sense why the 31st isn't there. But he did skip the 30th, so that is true. He did not upload the podcast where he got that huge tip. I really wonder why. That's interesting. At the very least, it's interesting. Was it an unrecorded segment? Like, if it was, we'd still see the podcast for that day, though, right? Which we don't. Because I can show you on his real channel here. Let me check his real channel. Let me check his real channel here. And let's say I want to see some of these awesome podcasts, right? Level 1 podcast. Although that's Daily Rap. Does this even work? Oh, yeah, it does. Here we go. Or did he forget to just not add it to that thing? See, so 6/28 is May 28th. Yeah, it's true. It's right. I know you can't see it. Here, let me make it kind of easier to see. Here, now you can kind of see it. No, you still can't see it. But right here, these two are the key points, and there is one missing out of these two. So maybe he didn't add it there, though. That could be. Maybe he forgot to add it to the podcast list. I'll check that real quick. Pig Go you could use to search it, too, but... so like he said something like crazy support or something, didn't he? A lot. Anyways, I'll check it. I'll have the answer before. It was a no podcast day. That could be too. Then what? Yeah, if it's a no podcast day, then it makes sense totally. So there you go.
It's been ongoing.
Bull from Night Court.
At that point, I think all we need left after that is there's only one more key left. That's the one the king on his throne.
Mr. Merchant saying there's no podcast that day. There you go.
So I need to solve the lab puzzle to get that one.
All right. As you might expect, this is too boring for anyone to enjoy. So we're going to end it here. Big ups to everybody for chilling. It did seem the internet held out long enough, good enough to finish a stream, so I'm thankful for that. Hopefully tomorrow it's back in full effect. We'll have Misery Merchant in the house tomorrow, early style, so we'll start earlier than today for sure, and we'll have fun talking about all his hijinks in the military style thing, and then we'll get into the not pre-stream. But you know how that goes, so it's pretty much a pre-stream. But you're all legends. Thanks for chilling today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.